Chapter 423. Whoosh! The golden crow divine body spread its wings and soared into the air, charging into the battle circle of Yang Xiao and Jianing. Although the two of them were true energy realm experts, Xing Hui was no weakling either. He had killed more than one or two true energy realm experts when he was in the prominent divine stage. Back then, the creation mystical sect's 4 saint-grade battle physiques cultivators, 8 prominent divine stage experts, and the power of the void restriction mystic formation were unable to do anything to Xing Hui. Instead, they were killed by Xing Hui and the 12 experts were wiped out. The lineup back then was much stronger than Yang Xiao and Jianing. Therefore, Jianing, one of the 2 true energy realm experts, was killed on the spot and Yang Xiao's life was hanging by a thread. How dare you make an enemy out of the heavenly Tao? The heavenly Tao will not let you off. Yang Xiao cursed when he saw that he would not be able to escape death today. Whether the heavenly Tao is willing to let me off or not is not the point. The point is whether I'm willing to let them off or not. Xing Hui stared at Yang Xiao indifferently. Although he was now insignificant compared to a colossus like the heavenly Tao, he had the fortune divine jade. One day, he would surpass the heavenly Tao and completely uproot this chaos organization that abused its power. You're really audacious. Alright, I'll send you on your way. From now on, the Calmly continent will belong to me. Xing Hui said as the golden crow divine body came crashing down. However, at this moment, a burst of heaven and earth Yuan Qi condensed in the void. At the same time, bolts of lightning streaked across the sky. Huh? Xing Hui paused for a moment before he sneered. Someone dares to descend on the Calmly continent? He's here, he's here. The sect master is here to save me. You're dead, you're dead. Yang Xiao shouted excitedly when he sensed the Yuan Qi in the void. So what? Unfortunately, you're going to die before his clone can descend. Xing Hui did not slow down at all. This was the Calmly continent, which was severely disturbed by the power of space. Xing Hui was not afraid of the heavenly Tao's descending expert. Instead, he manifested the golden crow divine body and struck down with the sword of the glorious sun, intending to slash Yang Xiao into dust. Stop! A roar that was filled with energy and carried a tremendous impact to the soul suddenly rang out in the air. It actually made Qing Su's mind shudder. However, Qing Su's mental strength had already reached the 90th level after the battle with the Tao Lord of the Black Heaven sect and the experience of going from life to death, so his resistance to attacks on the soul had increased drastically. Coupled with the fact that the clone of the mysterious Tao Lord was clearly not using his full strength right now, the attack on the soul only affected his mental world slightly before fading away. The sword of the glorious sun slashed down from the Qing Su golden crow was not obstructed at all, exploding on Yang Xiao's body viciously. Dazzling sparks and miserable cries completely devoured the space within several thousand meters. Huh! Only after killing Yang Xiao did Qing Su look at the expert who had descended. There was a sliver of surprise in his face. It's actually not a primary battle clone. Why did you descend if you're not the main battle clone? Are you seeking death? How dare you spoil the plans of the heavenly Tao? The middle-aged man who had descended was full of majesty. He glared fiercely at Xing Hui with murderous intent in his eyes. Tell me your name. If you fall into my hands in the future, you will become a muddle-headed ghost for no reason. Come talk to me when you have a main battle clone. Now, I'll send your main battle clone to hell. As soon as Xing Hui finished speaking, the golden crow divine body behind him let out a loud cry. It swept up a mighty and blazing flame and swallowed the Thunder Punishment Sect Master's main battle clone. You, impudent! When he saw how Qing Su was actually so careless, not only did he not mention his name, but he was even unwilling to miss out on a clone that was not his main opponent, he immediately roared out furiously, I will find your true body and grind your bones to dust. Soul condensation art. Instantly, his spiritual consciousness, which was equivalent to around level 100, condensed into a mark and shot into Tsing Hui's body. As Tsing Hui controlled the Golden Crow divine body to attack the divine light passed through the Golden Crow divine body and shot directly into Tsing Hui's forehead. Before he could react, it had already turned into a mark and merged into his spiritual world. It was assimilated and dissolved by his spiritual power. Rumble. In the next moment, the Golden Crow divine body's power exploded. Endless Grand Sun primordial fire shot out and instantly turned the Thunder Punishment Sect Master's main battle clone into ashes. This thou art, Tsing Hui's expression was grave. He did not feel the joy of destroying the Thunder Punishment Sect Master's main battle clone. Instead, he focused his mind and continuously examined his spiritual power in an attempt to find the soul condensation art's mark. Not at all. 2 hours later, Tsing Hui's expression was slightly ugly. Since he could not find it, Tsing Hui could only put this matter aside for now. This soul condensation art seems to be a marking and locking mark. I have to find a chance to ask Sang Zhen, Sang Qiong, or Zhu Zhao about its specific effects. Even though the Thunder Punishment Sect Master seemed to be targeting him, Tsing Hui did not regret it. The Creation Mystical Sect and the Black Sky Sect Master had beaten him to the point where he could not retaliate. If he had not raised his Chaos stage to level 40 at the crucial moment and used the backtrack art, he would have died on the spot. If he did not vent his anger, he would not be able to vent the hatred in his heart. Since we have started, we have to go all the way. To prevent the true energy and prominent sage stage cultivators from controlling the 33-layered heavenly punishment formation, none of the Heavens Will Palace cultivators above the green netherworld stage will be able to survive. Tsing Hui was resolute as he turned into a streak of light and charged towards the last true energy stage cultivator from the Heavens Will Palace. Relying on his level 10 recovery ability, he did not have to worry about exhausting his true chi. He was like a perpetual motion machine as he charged left and right without rest. If it was any other cultivator, even a true energy stage cultivator who had energy 10 times denser than a prominent sage stage cultivator, they would have already collapsed from exhaustion. That true energy stage cultivator was being targeted by Tsing Hui's Tai Ching incarnation. Even if he sensed that the Heavens Will Palace was in danger and wanted to escape from the sky-bearing mountain range, how could he escape from the pursuit of Su Fei who was controlled by Tsing Hui? After all, a level 9 flying sword was equivalent to a transformative stage cultivator or even a golden core stage cultivator. How could a true energy stage cultivator like them possess such a flying sword? It took him 4 hours to catch up to that true energy stage cultivator. After a series of battles, that true energy stage cultivator was unable to avoid the fate of being killed. Afterwards, Tsing Hui spent another day to sweep through the cultivators who were loyal to the Heavens Will Palace. He directly took over the Heavens Will Palace that had been established by a powerful being of the Heavens Will Palace to control the Comely continent. No one dared to oppose him anymore. Within the Heavens Will Palace, Su Ying stood in front of Tsing Hui and respectfully handed over a set of information to Tsing Hui, Sr. This is the information I've gathered from the various elders and attendants. It's all about the income from the various mines on the continent as well as some information about the Heavens Will Palace. Oh. The Green Ruins continent had taken over the Comely continent for the many dust-repelling rocks on the continent. When he saw Su Ying report the information to him, he immediately flipped through it. After a while, Tsing Hui frowned and put down all the information in his hands. He looked at Su Ying. What's going on? The Heavens Will Palace's annual output of dust-leaving stones is so low. The annual average output is less than 1,000 cubic meters. Senior, at present, the Heavens Will Palace has a total of 12 mines. 8 of them are in a semi-abandoned state and there is almost no production of dust-repelling stone. The remaining 4 mines do not have high production. The reason why they can still maintain the annual production of 960 cubic meters is mainly because of the Dragon Wing mine. This mine is a newly discovered mine 3 years ago. So far, the annual output is 440 to 450 cubic meters. This mine also accounts for less than half of the dust-repelling stone production in the Heavens-Will Palace's jurisdiction. The Heavens-Will Palace should also have dust-leaving stones, right? Yes. Su-Ying nodded. According to our investigation, the Heavens Alliance's output of dust-leaving stones is not low. Even compared to our Heavens-Will Palace, it is close to 70 to 80%. However, recently, the Heavens Alliance seems to have found a rich mine and excavated a large amount of dust-leaving stones. It is because of this that they have enough financial resources to go to the Primal Chaos Temple to ask the Almighties for help. I've heard of this matter, but now according to what you said, the so-called rich mine should not be the same as the one I know. From the information gathered by the Heavens-Will Palace, it is indeed so. This is interesting. Do you know where the Heavens Alliance's base is? Su-Ying's face showed a trace of difficulty. The Heavens Alliance has always been without a fixed residence. If their base was exposed, they would have been destroyed by the true energy boundary experts of the Heavens-Will Palace. Therefore, we do not know where the Heavens Alliance's headquarters is. We can only speculate 3 possible locations based on their range of activities. Mark the location for me. Yes. Tsing Hui flipped through the information for a while and finally focused on the dust-repelling stones. Since the last time the Heavenly Tao collected dust stones from the Heavens-Will Palace was 8 years ago, in these 8 years, the number of dust stones in the Heavens-Will Palace had already reached 8,600 cubes. In terms of Tao runes, it was a total of 86 Tao runes. Although it was not much, it could at least barely recover the cost he had invested in Su Fei. Okay, I'll leave the matters of the Heavens-Will Palace to you. In addition, I have some resources on hand. Take them and raise your cultivation as soon as possible. Not to mention the prominent divine realm, you still need to have a blue netherworld realm cultivation. Otherwise, even with those monsters, you won't be able to convince the masses. As Tsing Hui spoke, he took out a series of resources he had sorted out and handed them to Su-Ying. Su-Ying looked at the precious resources that Tsing Hui had taken out. In her opinion, she did not know how many contributions she had to make to exchange for them. She immediately thanked him with joy. Thank you, Senior. Help me manage the Kongli continent. This is the best way for you to thank me. Ching Su said and stood up. All right, it's time to meet up with the people of the Heaven Punishing Alliance. After all, they still owe me 180 Taoist rhymes. Chapter 424. Heaven Attacking Alliance. At this moment, in the Black Wind Mountain Range, which was more than 20,000 kilometers away from the sky-bearing mountain range, the upper echelons of the Heaven Attacking Alliance were gathered. Of course, in order to avoid being caught in one fell swoop, only 60% of the upper echelons of the Heaven Attacking Alliance were present. Of the 3 prominent Divine Realm Alliance leaders, only 2 were present. The leader of the group was naturally the one with the highest cultivation base, Lin Jutian. Below him were a group of Qingming and Spirit Qi Uniting Realm Elders and Elders, as well as some Spirit Refining Realm cultivators who had made great contributions. Lin Qin, who was responsible for issuing the mission in the Primal Chaos Shrine, was also present in the meeting. Everyone, we have just received news that the Heaven-Will Palace seems to be in a mess. In the sky-bearing mountain range, there are endless disputes. A large number of strange creatures, which they call monsters, are attacking the headquarters of the Heaven-Will Palace. Currently, the headquarters of the Heaven-Will Palace is in a mess. I have gathered everyone here to ask if we should take this opportunity to invade and destroy the other branches of the Heaven-Will Palace or wait and see. Lin Jutian saw that everyone was seated and quickly explained the reason why he had gathered everyone here. Something happened to the Heaven-Will Palace? Or the headquarters of the Heaven-Will Palace in the sky-bearing mountain range? Alliance leader, have you found out the reason? The headquarters of the sky-bearing mountain range has the 33 layers Heaven Punishment Formation. Logically speaking, it should be impregnable. How could someone spread the flames of war to that area? Could it be a plan to lure the snake out of its hole? Yes, even if the outer area of the sky-bearing mountain range is in chaos, as long as the 6 demon kings of the Heavenly Palace are stable, the Heavenly Palace will not be affected at all. We have to find out the whereabouts of the 6 demon kings of the Heavenly Palace before we can formulate a plan. When the elders heard Lin Zhutian's words, they all suggested that they should use this opportunity to attack Tianyi Palace. Clearly, after being chased by the Heavenly Palace all these years, the Heaven Attacking Alliance had an instinctive fear of the Heavenly Palace. According to our calculations, this matter is most likely related to Qin'er's plan to kill with a borrowed knife. Lin Zhutian said, looking at Lin Qin. Lin Qin nodded slightly, stood up, and said, "Not long ago, a son of chaos accepted our mission on behalf of the Almighty behind him and obtained our coordinates. Although I don't know why, that Almighty didn't use conventional means to send his prime battle avatar. However, not long after he accepted the mission, a series of problems occurred in the Heavens Will Alliance. Therefore, I have every reason to believe that the Heavens Will Palace's mishap must be caused by that Almighty. Therefore, this is the best time for us to take advantage of the situation and annihilate the Heavens Will Palace completely so that we can take control of the 33-layered heavenly punishment formation." Oh. There was actually someone who dared to oppose the heavenly Tao. According to what I know, the Tao of Heaven is one of the most powerful organizations in the Chaos Temple. It is unbelievably powerful. A green netherworld realm Grand Elder was surprised. You said it yourself. The Heavenly Tao is only one of the most powerful organizations in the Chaos Temple. There are 2 other organizations in the Chaos Temple that can be compared to them, such as the Eternal and Divine Wilderness. In addition, although the remaining forces, such as the Grand Supreme, the Judgment, the Celestial Vault, and the Sword Shadow, are inferior to the Heavenly Tao, they might be able to compete with them. Our Kongli continent has a unique resource like the dust-repelling stone, so we have always been in high demand among the chaos organizations. When those chaos organizations saw us asking for help and realized that the Heavenly Tao's forces on the Kongli continent were much weaker than before, it's reasonable for them to be tempted. Lin Qin said in a clear voice. If that's the case, it's really an opportunity for the Heaven Attacking Alliance. Elder Lin Qin, are you still able to contact that Almighty Being? Can we confirm with him? An elder asked. Deacon Lin Jing is in charge of contacting that Almighty, Lin Qin said as she looked at a young girl at the end of the line. She was Lin Jing, who had met Xing Hui in the Chaos Temple. Hearing Lin Qin's question, Lin Jing stood up a little nervously. I go to the Chaos Temple every half an hour, but apart from asking me about the spiritual imprint, that Almighty Being hasn't spoken to me at all. Go and contact him. I remember that they have a contact point called the Primordial Trade Union. Yes. After receiving the order, Lin Jing quickly sat down cross-legged and focused her mind on the Chaos Temple. However, before she could reach the Primordial Trade Union's contact point, Xing Hui appeared beside her and said, "Where's the Heaven Attacking Alliance? The Almighty behind me has already killed 6 true energy boundary and 4 prominent divine stage cultivators of the Heaven Will Palace. Now, it's time for you to pay." Ah. Lin Jing was shocked and quickly said, You've already killed the 6 demon kings and 4 demon marshals of the Heaven Will Palace. How can it be fake? This. I wonder if there's proof of their heads. Do you think a mere true energy boundary and prominent divine stage cultivators can leave their corpses intact? You must have spies in the Heaven Will Palace and have discussed how to contact them. Won't you know if you ask them? Yes. I'll get someone to confirm it right away. However, the Son of Chaos that we're hiding in the Heavens Will Palace can only send a message once every 3 days for safety reasons. The last message was sent yesterday, so we'll have to wait for another 2 days to receive another message. I wonder if we can trouble that senior to wait for a while. Wait? Xing Hui's expression turned cold as he looked at Lin Jing with a sharp gaze. He faintly emitted a powerful mental pressure. Don't you know that in an environment like the Kongli continent, the longer the incarnation stays, the greater the consumption. You've already received news of the chaos in the Heavenly Palace. How can it be fake? Moreover, the senior behind me is a peak almighty. Why would he lie to you? Alright, cut the crap. Tell me your location and I'll immediately ask the senior to collect the due reward. I'm just a minor character and can't make a decision on this matter. Please give me some time to ask the Alliance Master and young miss, sorry to trouble you, but before that, give me the location of the transaction. I'll wait there so that you don't have to wait for another 2 to 4 hours and waste that senior's precious time. Tsing Hui's tone was piercingly cold. You should know that in the harsh environment of the Kongli continent, he'll be weakened for several days for every 2 hours he stays there. You should understand the vile nature of this effect. Yes. Lin Jing gritted her teeth and hurriedly said, Senior, please wait at the Black Moon Pool outside Boulder City. Alright, hurry up. Tsing Hui said impatiently. Yes. Lin Jing's figure quickly dissipated. Boulder City, Black Moon Pool. Seeing Lin Jing leave, a faint smile appeared on Tsing Hui's face. The most likely places for the Heavenly Alliance's headquarters are White Jade Lake, Juku Bay, and Black Wind Mountain. Under my pressure, Lin Jing didn't have time to think carefully and instinctively said a location. This place must be very familiar to her. Boulder City is the closest to Black Wind Mountain. Then, it's very likely that the Heavenly Alliance's headquarters is in Black Wind Mountain. Let me spend some effort to summon more demons and find all of you. In the Heavenly Alliance, Lin Jing quickly appeared in the meeting. Sensing that her consciousness had returned from the Chaos Divine Palace, Lin Qin and the others hurriedly asked, How is it? Is the Almighty of the Primordial Chaos Chamber of Commerce responsible for the Heavenly Palace? It's that Almighty. Lin Jing nodded. He said that he had killed the 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon commanders. Now, he wants us to give him the Dao-carrying items and dust-repelling stones as soon as possible. Hearing Lin Jing's confirmation, the people of the Heavenly Alliance could not help but cheer at the same time. The 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon commanders of the Heavenly Palace are finally dead. Great. Heavenly Palace, you have such a day. In the past, in order to rule the Kongli continent, you committed countless crimes. I didn't expect that you would be punished in the end. Without the 6 great demon commanders and 4 great demon kings, the Heavenly Palace will not be able to do anything. From now on, we don't have to hide anymore. These elders and deacons of the Heavenly Alliance had obviously been oppressed by the Heavenly Palace over the years. Now that they suddenly heard such great news, they vented their emotions without restraint. Some of them even cried bitterly. The meeting hall was quite chaotic for a moment. Good. That's great. The 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon commanders of the Heavenly Palace were killed by that Almighty. No wonder he came from the Heaven Wasteland region. His means are far beyond our imagination. The leader of the Heavenly Alliance, Lin Zhutian, also slapped the armrest of his chair heavily. His face was full of surprise. Once the Heavenly Palace was destroyed, the Heavenly Alliance would naturally be the strongest force on the Kongli continent. At that time, the Heavenly Alliance could even replace the Heavenly Palace and become the unshakable absolute overlord of the Kongli continent. Lin Jing looked at the elders who were celebrating and said anxiously, Alliance leader, Miss, the Mister of the Hunyuan Chamber of Commerce said that the more the incarnation of the Almighty stays on the Kongli continent, the more serious the consequences will be. Since the Almighty has killed the 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon commanders of the Heavenly Palace, Miss and Alliance leader, please immediately take out the Dao-carrying objects and dust-leaving stones to complete the transaction. Hearing this, Lin Zhutian's surprised smile faintly became a little unnatural. 180 Daoist rhymes, 1,000 upper-grade dust-leaving stones. This was not a small number. Anyone who wanted to give these things away would feel heartache. Lin Qin also had the same thought. Before the 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon marshals of the heavens will palace had been killed, they naturally wished for an almighty to come and shatter the 10 sharp swords hanging above their heads for them, no matter the price. But now, the 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon marshals of the heavens will palace were dead. Naturally, they were hesitant to make them go bankrupt. It was like a beggar who kept saying that if someone gave him 10 million, he would donate it to help the poor. However, if someone really did give him 10 million, how could he give it away? After a while, Lin Qin seemed to think of something and suddenly said, "Did the Mister say if he left the heads of the 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon commanders behind?" "No, the Mister said that it would be difficult for an almighty to leave the bodies intact. He asked us to verify it ourselves. However, I've already told him that our informants will only send back news in 2 days. Lin Jing, you've answered well." A faint smile appeared on Lin Qin's face. Since there are no corpses or heads, we naturally have to verify whether the 6 demon kings and the 4 demon marshals are truly dead. In the meantime, I ask the Almighty to wait for 2 days. Chapter 425. Wait. Lin Zhutian's expression changed slightly. "Qin, are you not going to pay us? If we do that, I'm afraid we'll offend that Almighty. That Almighty is a terrifying existence that can even destroy the Heavens Will Palace. Compared to the Heavens Will Palace, our Heaven Crusade Alliance is much weaker. Not to mention, the Heavens Will Palace has the support of the extremely powerful Heavens Will Palace. If we really do that, I'm afraid it will bring disaster to our Heaven Crusade Alliance." "Father, you've misunderstood me. I'm not saying that I want to renege on my debt. It's not that easy to renege on an Almighty's debt. I understand this as well. The reason I asked the Almighty's incarnation to wait for 2 days is to prevent the heavenly Tao from reacting. If the Almighty's incarnation is still around, he can help us clean up the heavenly Tao's mess. On the other hand, the number of powerhouses in the Heaven Will Palace is not small. Although the Almighty killed 6 great devil kings and 4 great devil marshals in the Heaven Will Palace, the remaining Green Hell Realm and Divine Chi Syncretism Realm cultivators will still pose a threat to our Heaven Hunting Alliance if we don't deal with them one by one." "What do you mean? Don't you think that the Almighty's avatar is our best helper? Since he's already sent his avatar to the Kongli continent and destroyed the Heavens Will Palace, why don't we do him a favor and spend 2 days to uproot the Heavens Will Palace? Then how should we send a message to that Almighty? Just say that we've already prepared enough Tao-carrying items and dust-cleansing stones. However, for safety reasons, these things weren't placed in the same place, but in several directions. We'll gather the Tao-carrying items and dust-cleansing stones from these directions and hand them over to him. As for the time, we'll use 2 days. On the one hand, say that it's to confirm whether the 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon marshals are really dead. On the other hand, we can use the remnants of the Heavens Will Palace to cause trouble and delay the process. Since the main battle avatar of the Almighty will cause more severe weakening every day he descends, he'll think of ways to eliminate all the unstable factors without us saying anything. That's a good plan. Lin Zhutian's eyes lit up. That powerful being is powerful, but he's not familiar with the Kongli continent. Plus, he's in a hurry to get back. Why would he care about those details? As long as we use the excuse of transporting those Tao-carrying items and dust-cleansing stones, wouldn't we be able to do whatever we want? That's right, ordering a powerful existence-level fighter. Lin Qin's eyes were also filled with excitement. Thinking about it, a powerful being was like a subordinate in her hands. Following her orders, the powerful being would immediately go to war for her and be toyed with in the palm of her hand. This feeling, it was not as simple as just being stimulated. "Lin Jing, go. Send a message to the intermediary immediately." Yes, Mississippi. Although Lin Jing felt that it was inappropriate to do so, she was only a messenger in the end. At the critical moment, she could be used as a pawn. When she heard the young lady's order, she could only agree and return to the Chaos Temple. After a while, she said helplessly, that intermediary is no longer here. No longer here. Lin Qin didn't think too much about it. Just go to their contact point and leave him a message. At the same time, all the elders should act quickly. Whether or not we can uproot the heavens will palace once and for all depends on this. Yes. All the elders agreed at the same time and went to their respective positions. However, that night, Lin Jing rushed to Lin Qin's room. In less than half an hour, Alliance Master Lin Zhutian and the elders gathered again. They all looked serious. Everyone, Lin Jing just sent a message. That powerful being ordered us to arrive at the Black Moon Lake within 6 hours and hand over 180 Taoist rhymes and 1,000 dust cleansing stones. Otherwise, the Heavens Will Alliance will be regarded as breaching the contract and we will be killed without mercy. Lin Qin said with a hint of playfulness. Arrive at the Black Moon Lake within 6 hours, kill the Heavens Will Alliance without mercy. How arrogant. The Heavens Will Palace and the Heavens Will Alliance have been fighting for hundreds of years, but the Heavens Will Palace can't do anything to us. He's a newcomer who won't be able to stay in the Kongli continent for more than a few days. How dare he say that he will kill the Heavens Will Alliance without mercy? We just need to hide in the shadows. In a few days, he will retreat because he can't maintain his main battle avatar. How dare he say that he will kill the Heavens Will Alliance without mercy? It seems that after the powerful being destroyed the Heavens Will Palace easily, he thinks that the Heavens Will Alliance, which is weaker than the Heavens Will Palace, will be his. He doesn't know that although the Heavens Will Alliance can't be compared to the Heavens Will Palace in a head-on battle, 2 of the Heavens Will Palaces can't be compared to 1 of the Heavens Will Alliance. The elders sneered when they heard Lin Qin's words. Although the powerful being was arrogant and even threatened to destroy the Heavens Will Alliance, we can't be unrighteous. How about this? Prepare some Tao-carrying items and dust-cleansing stones and send them to the Black Moon Lake. Lin Qin was satisfied with the elders' reaction and said with a faint smile. Prepare some Tao-carrying items and dust-cleansing stones and send them to the Black Moon Lake. Do we really have to submit to his threat? Yes. Didn't you say that we need his help to destroy the other forces of the Heavens Will Palace? Although the 6 great demon kings and 4 great demon marshals of the Heavens Will Palace are dead, there are still many Green Hell Realm and Unison of Divine Qi Realm experts left. If we fight back with all our strength, even if we win in the end, we will suffer great losses. What Elder Chang said makes sense. We spent a total of 180 Taoist rhymes and 1,000 upper-grade dust-cleansing stones to invite him. The total value is 280 Taoist rhymes. 280 Taoist rhymes is more than enough to invite 2 or 3 Almighties, let alone 1. If we can't completely destroy Heavens Will Palace, it will be a huge loss. The Grand Elders began to clamor. Elders, please don't be impatient. Lin Qin waved her hand at the crowd. Actually, the reason why I had people send a portion of the Tao-carrying items and dust-cleansing stones to the Black Moon Pool was not to submit to that almighty being, but rather, to let him understand that he still has a difficult task on his shoulders. After saying that, she glanced at the elders and said, I need everyone to contribute a group of men of sacrifice. Men of sacrifice? An elder who reacted quickly seemed to have thought of something. Elder Lin, you mean to let those men of sacrifice disguise themselves as people of the Heavens Will Palace and take away the Tao-carrying items and dust-cleansing stones that are supposed to be offered to that powerful being? That's right. Lin Qin had a faint smile on her face. Think about it, these things were originally intended to be offered to that almighty being. They belonged to that almighty being, but now they were suddenly stolen by the people of the Heavens Will Palace. If that almighty being saw it with his own eyes, how would he feel? We just need to take the opportunity to fan the flames. I'm afraid that powerful being will see through such a crude plan. An elder frowned. You're overthinking it. If that powerful being has enough time to think carefully, our plan will naturally be exposed. However, don't forget that his time here is limited. Therefore, even if he figures out what happened later, he won't send down a clone to punish us. After all, it's not easy to send down a main battle clone on the Kongli continent, especially one that can intimidate our Heavens Will Alliance. The elders were enlightened when they heard this. I see. Time. The key is that time is of the essence. It's decided then. I have a team of trained men of sacrifice. It's time for them to contribute. I also have 10 awakening and true Qi men of sacrifice. Count me in. When the elders heard this, they all expressed their willingness to help. Soon, a rather powerful team of men of sacrifice took shape. Very good. Next, we just need to make that Almighty believe that those men of sacrifice belong to the Heavenly Will Palace and infuriate that Almighty. Then, we can sit on the mountain and watch the tigers fight. We can watch that Almighty destroy the Heavenly Will Palace for the Heavenly Will Alliance. Lin Qin had a confident smile on her face. The other elders laughed and said, "You're indeed the daughter of Alliance Master Lin. You're indeed intelligent. Alliance Master Lin has a successor. Next, we'll wait for Miss Lin Qin and Alliance Master Lin to lead our Heavens Will Alliance to unify the Kongli continent." Ha ha ha, so what if he's a powerful being? In the end, he'll become a sword in our hands and be played by our young Alliance Master Lin Qin. Is that so? At this moment, an untimely voice suddenly came from outside the courtyard. Immediately after, a sword light descended from the sky and appeared in the courtyard. Amidst a wave of exclamations and screams, the figure riding the sword directly stepped into the hall. Who's that? All the elders in the hall shouted at the same time. Outside the door, many guards gathered around and quickly surrounded the entrance of the hall. They glared angrily at the figure who had arrived on a sword. One of the guards, who was in the spirit refining realm, angrily reported, "Elders, this person suddenly came and killed 4 of our guards outside. We couldn't stop him. According to our speculation, he's most likely in the green underworld realm. Leave." Lin Zhutian waved his hand at the guard. He could see that the person in front of him was not as simple as the green underworld realm. Prominent divine realm. This was a prominent divine realm expert who had condensed the war body. Although he seemed to have just broken through to the prominent divine realm, there was a suffocating pressure coming from him. Who are you? Why did you suddenly barge into our Heavens Will Alliance and kill our people? Who am I? The man glanced at Lin Zhutian, Lin Qin and the others. Didn't you say that you could play me in the palm of your hands? Why can't you recognize me now that I'm right in front of you? Chapter 426. Didn't you just say that you could play me in the palm of your hand? Why can't you recognize me now that I'm right in front of you? Tsing Hui said. That one sentence made everyone in the hall change their expressions at the same time. Lin Qin, Lin Zhutian, and the others were so frightened that they could not help but take a step back. Their eyes were filled with fear. You're that senior. Lin Qin's voice trembled slightly. Their plan to kill with a borrowed knife had been seen through by the person involved. Moreover, this person's cultivation base was so strong that he could destroy the entire Heavens Will Palace alone. Just the thought of the consequences made one shudder with fear. The moment Lin Qin reacted, she made a prompt decision and said without hesitation, "Since Senior has completed the mission of killing the 6 great demon kings and the 4 great demon marshals of the Heavens Will Palace, we should naturally pay Senior 180 Daoist rhymes worth of Daoist rhymes and 1,000 high-grade dust cleansing stones. Men, bring those Daoist rhymes and dust cleansing stones here immediately. Yes, yes, yes. Since Senior has completed the task, we should keep our word and hand over the dust-repelling stones and Dao-carrying items that should be given to Senior. The Dao-carrying items are fine, but the dust-repelling stones take up a lot of space. Although there are 6 sons of chaos in the Heaven-conquering alliance who have designated their personal spaces are not enough to hold 1,000 dust-repelling stones at once. Please forgive us, Senior. We will ask them to move the dust-repelling stones one by one. Lin Zhutian quickly reacted and tried to salvage the situation. They had tried to use the other party in vain, but the other party had seen through them. Lin Zhutian and Lin Qin were in a difficult position. At this time, they could only pin their hopes on Tsing Hui's words. Wait a minute. While the elders were trembling in fear due to Tsing Hui's arrival and the fact that he had revealed his identity, one of the elders suddenly shouted as if he had sensed something. He glared at Tsing Hui and said, "What kind of almighty are you?" "You're Su Fei. You're Su Fei, the patriarch of the Su family in Dragon Tooth City who gave birth to Su Qiubai and Su Ying." Su Fei. The elders, who were originally terrified and shivering all over, were stunned at the same time. Even Lin Qin and Lin Zhutian widened their eyes and looked at the elder who spoke. "Elder Jin Yin, are you serious? Is he really Su Fei from Dragon Tooth City?" "Su Fei, it's indeed that Su Fei. I also recognize him. He even cooperated with my subordinates in the past. Yes, it's him. I have some impression of him too." The Vice Alliance leader Chang Long, who was at the Vision Saint realm, said, "Alliance leader Lin, can't you see that the person in front of us isn't the incarnation of an almighty being, but a body made of flesh and blood? How dare you trick us into coming to the headquarters of the Heaven Punishing Alliance? Flesh and blood." Lin Zhutian, Lin Qin and the others looked at Tsing Hui carefully and exclaimed, "It is indeed a body of flesh and blood." Immediately, the two of them heaved a sigh of relief. I knew it. The headquarters of the Heaven Punishing Alliance in the Black Sky Mountain Range has always been secretive. How could anyone know about it? This Su Fei was deeply involved with the Heaven Punishing Alliance in the past. It's reasonable for him to know about the headquarters of the Heaven Punishing Alliance. The rest of the elders also felt relieved. After a moment, when they thought about how frightened they were because of Su Fei's words, these elders became angry out of humiliation, especially Elder Jin Yin, who recognized his identity, who shouted out in a stern voice, "Su Fei, how dare you come to our Heaven Punishing Alliance and behave atrociously? Who gave you the guts?" Tsing Hui glanced at Elder Jin Yin and ignored him. He turned to Lin Zhutian and Lin Qin and said, "Hand over the Dao-carrying item and 1,000 dust-cleansing stones, and I'll let you live. Otherwise, after tonight, there's no need for the Heaven Punishing Alliance to exist anymore. Do you really think that you're the Almighty? Let alone the fact that you're just a swindler, even if you're the Almighty, you won't be able to take the 180 Daoist rhymes item and the 1,000 high-grade dust-cleansing stones away before we completely uproot the Heaven Will Palace for the Heaven Attacking Alliance." After knowing Tsing Hui's true identity, Lin Qin was not afraid of him. She sneered. On the other hand, Lin Zhutian felt an inexplicable pressure even though Elder Jin Yin and the others said that the person in front of them was Su Fei of the Su family, a cultivator in the mortal realm. He was about to speak to ease the atmosphere between the two of them. However, Elder Jin Yin, who was eager to expose Tsing Hui's disguise, jumped out and shouted, "Su Fei, how dare you not bow when you see the two alliance masters, the young alliance master, and the elders? Kneel down." As he spoke, he kicked Su Fei's leg joint. If this kick landed, even an awakening realm cultivator's leg would be broken. It seems like the Heaven Punishing Alliance has chosen to die. Then, I'll fulfill your wish. Seeing that Elder Jin Yin dared to attack, Tsing Hui said in a low voice. A sword light shot out from his body and rushed behind him. Before Elder Jin Yin could expose Tsing Hui's true identity, he was decapitated by the sword light. Today, no one will leave the Black Wind Mountain Range alive. Tsing Hui did not hold back anymore. Before the Green Netherworld Realm and Divine Qi Unison Realm elders could react, the sword light of the flowing fire sword had already shot into the crowd. In the blink of an eye, the flowing fire sword had already pierced through the heads of the 4 Green Netherworld Realm and Divine Qi Unison Realm elders. Ah! Ah! Shrill screams echoed in the hall. Flying sword! Flying sword. It's a flying sword. What a fast flying sword. It's definitely not as simple as a 6th or 7th level flying sword. What's going on? Didn't they say that Su Fei's cultivation was low and not worth mentioning? How can he control such a powerful flying sword? Stop. The hall was in chaos. The Green Netherworld Realm and Divine Chi Unison Realm cultivators shouted at the same time, trying to stop the flowing fire sword from killing them. However, it was useless. Under Tsing Hui's control, the flowing fire sword, which had reached the 9th level, started a massacre in the crowd. Wherever the sword light passed, a Divine Chi Unison Realm cultivator or even a Green Netherworld Realm cultivator would be decapitated. No matter their defensive means, protective chi, or high-level armors, they were like paper in front of the flowing fire sword. Blood, instantly, the hall was filled with blood. How can this be? This Su Fei. Another elder who recognized Su Fei was directly frightened out of his wits when he saw Qing Su massacring the crowd on his sword. He paled in fright. Lin Zhutian, Lin Qin, and the rest felt a chill in their hearts. However, since things had reached this point, Lin Zhutian and Chang Long, the two prominent divine cultivators, made a prompt decision. Although Tsing Hui was giving them a strong pressure, it was not to the point where they could not defeat him. Seeing that Tsing Hui had shed all pretense of cordiality, they did not hesitate and activated their battle physiques. At the same time, they shouted, "Everyone, back off. No matter who you are, if you dare to behave atrociously in my heaven-punishing alliance, you'll have to ask for my permission first." The two battle constitutions appeared, and with a mighty momentum, they broke through the roof of the hall. The energy fluctuations dispersed, and some true chi and spirit refining cultivators nearby were sent flying. Kill! The two prominent divine realm experts roared at the same time as they unleashed the boundless might of their battle physiques. The might of their battle physiques was enough to make any Green Netherworld realm expert despair. Unfortunately, they had met Tsing Hui, who had a rank 10 recovery ability and cultivated the divine Golden Crow battle physique. Rumble. The light that could illuminate the night completely erupted from Qing Su's body. Endless light and heat erupted at that moment, raising the entire hall to the ground. Flames and heat appeared out of nowhere, as if they had completely ignited the pitch-black night. Following the Golden Crow battle physique's roar, dazzling flames soared into the sky and collided with the battle physiques of Lin Zhutian and Chang Long. The moment they came into contact, the two battle physiques were smashed into pieces. Countless flames shot out in all directions like a meteor shower, igniting the courtyard within a radius of a few kilometers. The flames contained terrifying heat, causing the Awakening Realm, True Chi Realm, and Spirit Refining Realm cultivators of the Heaven Punishing Alliance to scream in agony. Some of them were hit by the flames and were burned to ashes on the spot. With just one collision, the number of casualties was uncountable. Divine Battle Physique. It's a Divine Battle Physique. Divine Golden Crow Battle Physique. Isn't he just an ordinary person? How can he have a Divine Golden Crow Battle Physique? Almighty, this Su Fei is definitely that almighty. Lin Zhutian and Chang Long screamed in horror. However, they, who had cultivated a spiritual battle physique, knew very well that there was a huge gap between them and a divine battle physique. Misunderstanding. Misunderstanding. Senior, this is a misunderstanding. Please stop. We'll give you the Dao-carrying item and 1,000 cubes of high-grade dust cleansing stones you want. Lin Zhutian, the leader of the Heaven Punishing Alliance, shouted in panic, wanting to stop the battle temporarily. It's too late to realize that it's a misunderstanding. Qing Su said sternly. The flames of the Grand Sun surged from the Golden Crow, immediately burning the vice leader of the Heaven Punishing Alliance, Chang Long. With a painful cry, the prominent saint expert was reduced to ashes. No. Seeing this scene, Lin Zhutian realized that Tsing Hui was undefeatable. He screamed in pain and turned into a streak of light, intending to abandon everything and escape. Do you think you can escape? The golden crow behind Qing Su spread its wings and soared. Boundless fiery chi burned through the air, catching up to Lin Zhutian in a single step. The scorching white true fire of the grand sun raged down, twisting the space. Before the flames, the battle constitution that Lin Zhutian was so proud of was unable to put up any resistance at all. It was like snow exposed to the scorching sun, instantly incinerating into nothingness. Spare me, spare me. Senior, please spare my life. Half of the 180 Dao carrying items are in my hands. If you kill me, you will miss the 90 Dao carrying items. Please spare my life for the sake of these Dao carrying items. Lin Zhutian started begging crazily when he saw the great sun true fire burning down his battle physique and about to engulf his body and kill him like Changlong. However, the Dao vessel with 90 Dao vessel had some effect. Tsing Hui, who was planning to burn Lin Zhutian to ashes, paused for a moment. As the golden crow battle physique flapped its wings, the great sun true fire disappeared. Then, let's clear this place. Sons of chaos, stand over here and you can live. The others are worthless. Let me send you on your way. Chapter 427. As Tsing Hui spoke, a dazzling light condensed on the golden crow behind him, and a resplendent and eternal hand sign gradually formed. Even an ordinary cultivator could see that as long as Tsing Hui used this killer move, no living creature within a radius of 10,000 meters would be able to survive. Clear the area. As he said, this was a true skill to clear the area. I'm a son of chaos. I'm a son of chaos. I'm willing to submit to Senior. I'm also a son of chaos. Senior, please show mercy. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Sensing Tsing Hui's intention to kill everyone, the Sons of Chaos were terrified and rushed toward Tsing Hui. Some cultivators who weren't Sons of Chaos also begged for mercy and rushed toward the safe area Tsing Hui had planned. Unfortunately, before they could even approach the safe zone set up by the green ruins, the golden crow's body had already erupted with scorching flames, burning these lucky people to ashes on the spot. No! Lin Zhutian and Lin Qin cried out in pain when they saw the cultivators being burned to ashes. Lin Qin, the young master of the Heaven Punisher Alliance, was no longer as confident as before. She knelt down and begged Tsing Hui, let them go. Please let them go. We'll give you all the Dao-carrying items and dust-cleansing stones. There's a price to pay for toying with an almighty being, and the price your Heaven Punisher Alliance has to pay is destruction. All worthless people must die. The power of the golden crow on Tsing Hui's body was nurtured to the extreme. It seemed like this destructive force that could turn everything within 10,000 meters into ashes would completely descend in the next moment. No. No. Spare me, spare me. I have value, I have value. I know where the Alliance leader and the others have hidden the dust-cleansing stones. Apart from the 1,000 dust-cleansing stones they have hidden, there are close to 10,000 ordinary dust-cleansing stones. Me too. Me too. Our Heaven Punisher Alliance recently discovered a new mineral deposit. There are at least 10,000 dust-cleansing stones waiting to be excavated. This mineral deposit is very secretive. Even the people of the heavens will palace don't know about it. I have Dao-carrying items. I have Dao-carrying items. I'm willing to contribute all of them. Senior, please spare my life. When the other elders heard Tsing Hui mention the word valuable, they all came to their senses and shouted loudly. They were willing to do anything to save their lives. Oh. Those who are valuable can live, of course. Tsing Hui's cold voice sounded. Immediately, the cultivators all felt like they had been relieved of a heavy burden. They rushed towards the safe zone that Qing Su had marked out madly, while the remaining cultivators wailed in despair. They fled in all directions as quickly as they could, trying to escape from the range of the power before it completely erupted. Since the rest of you are worthless, then annihilate. The green ruin's hand pressed down, and the resplendent power of eternity condensed from the golden crow body immediately erupted. Under Lin Qin and Lin Zhutian's desperate cries, an extremely resplendent light flashed in the air, covering up the night completely. For a moment, the entire mountain range where the heaven-defying alliance was located was like a pebble falling into the calm water. Ripples spread out from the center of the resplendent explosion. All the buildings, flowers, trees, gardens, fake mountains, and cultivators who lived in the area were obliterated by the resplendent and despairing shockwave. A ruin with a diameter of 10,000 meters was formed. The blazing fire spread out to 10,000 meters away and lit up the forest further away. The fire almost lit up the Black Wind mountain range, making this huge mountain range look like the end of the world. No. Seeing this, Lin Zhutian knelt down in pain. His heart was filled with endless regret. Sinner! Sinner! I am the biggest sinner of the Heaven Punisher Alliance. It's over. It's over. It's all over. Lin Qin stared blankly at the many courtyards that had been swept away by the resplendent eternal force. She was utterly dejected by the tragic and cruel scene before her. The remaining cultivators who had survived by other means looked at the destroyed Heaven Punisher Alliance with hatred and fear in their eyes. However, Qing Su's strength had completely exceeded their imaginations. It was a suffocating level of cultivation. Even though he was the main culprit behind the destruction of the Heaven-Punishing Alliance, these people still dared not express their hatred towards him. Their hatred was completely directed towards Lin Zhutian and Lin Qin. If the two of them had not been so greedy and wanted to use this almighty to clean up the Heavenswell Palace after it was destroyed, the Heaven-Attacking Alliance would not have fallen to such a state. Alright, all of you have survived. Now, it's time for you to show your value. As Tsing Hui spoke, his gaze fell on these cultivators who had precious information and resources. Sons of Chaos, hand over your chaos techniques and all the items in your personal space. You can be spared from death. The few surviving Sons of Chaos looked at each other. Even though losing their identity as Sons of Chaos would most likely make them disappear into the crowd, compared to losing their lives, handing over their chaos techniques was undoubtedly the right choice. This is my chaos technique. Senior, please verify it. Soon, one of the Sons of Chaos stepped forward and offered his chaos technique. Tsing Hui verified it, a rank 3 Son of Chaos, it was better than nothing. Tsing Hui waved his hand. He couldn't be bothered to kill all of them and let them leave. Next. Yes, Senior, please take a look. The other Sons of Chaos stepped forward one by one. Excluding Lin Zhutian, Lin Qin, and Lin Jing, there were a total of 6 people. Most of these 6 people were at rank 2 or 3. However, to Tsing Hui's surprise, one of the Unity of Spirit Realm experts actually handed over a rank 12 chaos technique, which shocked him greatly. This rank 12 technique could be said to be the highest level of all the techniques he had seized. In addition to the chaos technique, Tsing Hui also obtained some Dao-bearing items and dust-cleansing stones in these people's personal spaces. Among them, the Dao-bearing items contained a Dao-bearing value of 12, the low-grade dust-cleansing stones more than 400 cubes, and the high-grade dust-cleansing stones more than 200 cubes. Next, it's your turn. Those people have clearly explained that the 180 Dao-bearing items and 1,000 cubes of high-grade dust-cleansing stones that should have belonged to me are in your hands. Do you need me to interrogate them? Or will you choose to die rather than comply and directly commit suicide? There was a hint of playfulness in Tsing Hui's tone as he spoke. After all, if Lin Zhutian and Lin Qin were truly the kind of people who would rather die than comply, they would have chosen to fight to the death long ago. Why would they be like this, waiting for his judgment? Senior, if we hand over the Dao-bearing items and dust-cleansing stones to you, are you really willing to let us live? Lin Qin asked with trepidation. Compared to her previous high spirits, her spirit had plummeted. Of course, I don't need to waste time on such trivial matters. However, you must hand over your chaos techniques as well. We're willing to hand over our chaos techniques. Lin Qin bit her lip and quickly took out all the dust cleansing stones as well as a large number of Dao-bearing items. Seeing this, Lin Zhutian didn't dare to hesitate and quickly handed over his Dao-bearing items and dust cleansing stones. Qin Su sensed carefully. There were a total of 186 Dao carriers, while there were 1,500 high-grade dust cleansing stones and around 3,600 low-grade dust cleansing stones. It was much more than he had imagined. Very good. Senior, look, after handing over all these items, Lin Qin looked pitifully at Xing Hui, her eyes full of pleading. Don't worry, since I promised to let you live, I will keep my word. Xing Hui said lightly. Lin Qin and Lin Zhutian's faces immediately lit up with joy as if they had just escaped death. Thank you, Senior, thank you, although I'm letting you live, I can't let you off so easily for plotting against me and trying to kill me with a borrowed knife. I'll destroy your cultivation as a punishment. After speaking, Xing Hui didn't give Lin Qin and Lin Zhutian any time to react. His powerful golden crow body suddenly pressed down on them. Lin Zhutian and Lin Qin's screams were filled with despair and unwillingness as he directly destroyed their cultivation. Ah! Lin Zhutian screamed in pain. With his cultivation destroyed, his appearance rapidly aged. In less than 10 breaths, he turned from a middle-aged man to an old man. Even Lin Qin was no exception. Her pretty face was suddenly filled with wrinkles. This was also because their bodies had been continuously refined by pure qi. Their vitality was much stronger than normal cultivators. Otherwise, with their age, they would have died the moment their cultivation was destroyed. You, Lin Zhutian looked at Xing Hui, his voice trembling. What, you don't like it? Lin Zhutian hurriedly put away the hatred in his eyes. After all, he still had his cultivation level from back then. Even though it would be difficult for him to cultivate back to the Vision Divine Realm, it was still possible for him to reach the Spirit Qi Uniting Realm or even the Azure Darkness Realm in the future. Therefore, if he angered Qin Su now and made him kill him, he would be done for. I don't dare, that's good. Xing Hui replied lightly, then turned his gaze to the remaining Spirit Qi Uniting Stage and Blue Underworld Stage cultivators. Under their fearful gazes, he said in a deep voice, don't worry, as long as you bring me something of value that satisfies me, I will let you leave directly like the other sons of chaos. I won't do anything to you. Yes, Senior, don't worry. Everything I said is true. Senior, if you have the time, I can bring you to see the location of the Dust Stone Mine. My Dao vessel is hidden in the Grand Rock City not far from here. Senior just needs to follow me and you will know whether it is true or not. The Spirit Qi Uniting Stage and Blue Underworld Stage cultivators all fought to be the first to speak. They wanted to swear an oath, afraid that if they were too slow, he would destroy their cultivation if they were unhappy. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. Chapter 428. Next, Xing Hui obtained 12 Dao runes worth of Dao runes from the people of the Heaven Hunting Alliance, as well as more than 4,000 cubes of dust cleansing stones. Most importantly, he occupied the secret mineral deposit of the Heaven Hunting Alliance, which contained tens of thousands of low-grade dust cleansing stones and nearly 1,000 high-grade dust cleansing stones. If all of them were excavated and sold at half price, it would be worth 100 Dao runes. Coupled with the fact that Qin Su had purposely found another prominent Saint Vice leader of the Heaven-Slaying Alliance and killed him, he had obtained 226 Dao carrying items, over 19,000 low-grade dust cleansing rocks, over 1,600 high-grade dust cleansing rocks, and over 100 supreme-grade dust cleansing rocks from his trip to the Comely continent. The total profit had already reached a startling 400 or so charms of ways. If the dust-cleansing rock reserves that had yet to be excavated were included as well, the final profit would definitely be over 500 charms of ways. Qing Su had not spent so much effort on the Kong-Li continent in vain. 1 month later. In the Heavens will Palace. The people of the Su family and the Heavens will Palace gathered together. Under the gaze of Tsing Hui, they all sat down in their seats. Su Ying, who had the highest cultivation in the Su family, had already broken through to the spirit and qi uniting stage. As for the blue darkness stage, it would take a long time to break through. Su Qiubai and Su Yuyu, who had received the support of Tsing Hui, had also cultivated their aura qi and stepped into the third level of the longevity stage. Although they were not outstanding, they were still quite impressive. Tsing Hui, who had completed the purpose of the trip to the Kong-Li continent, summoned the sisters of the Su family that night. In front of them, he handed over the 3 newly enlightened true energy stage monsters to them. Although these 3 true energy stage monsters are not comparable to human true energy stage experts, they can still barely contend with prominent divine stage experts. At present, there is no prominent divine stage expert on the Kong-Li continent. With these 3 monsters, you can rest assured. The only problem is that these 3 monsters can only last for 3 years even if they don't fight. If they fight with others, the duration will be greatly reduced according to the strength of the enemy. It is possible for them to last for 1 year or half a year. Therefore, it is best for you to break through to the blue darkness stage before these 3 monsters completely disappear. Only then will you have the qualifications to truly occupy the Kong-Li continent. Yes, Senior. The 3 hurriedly bowed. With a wave of his hand, Tsing Hui took out a Class 9 weapon, a Class 8 armor, and a flying sword at the same time. He said to Su Ying, "I will bestow these treasures to you. If you can reach the blue darkness stage, with these weapons, you will be able to fight even prominent divine stage experts. Even if the enemy takes out their battle constitution, you will be able to contend with them and find a chance to win after exhausting their true qi." Su Ying naturally understood the value of these weapons. After all, even the weapons, flying swords, and armors used by the cultivators of the heavenly path were all Class 7 or 8. She hurriedly bowed, "Thank you, Senior. No need to thank me. You just need to manage the Kong-Li continent for me and let me know when you have accumulated enough dust-repelling stones. We are just taking what we need. Even so, Senior has nurtured our Su family like this, and our Su family will forever remember this great kindness." Tsing Hui looked at Su Ying, Su Yuyu, and Su Qiubai. Among these people, the one with the highest talent and the most potential was none other than Su Qiubai. Even Nalan Fei's talent was slightly inferior when compared to Su Qiubai. However, in terms of respect, Su Qiubai was far from being able to compare with Su Ying. Perhaps it was because Su Ying was older and knew that the opportunity before her was precious. Considering that Su Ying's talent was also excellent, Tsing Hui pondered for a while and said, "If you allow it, I can take you as my disciple in name. If you can cultivate Saint-grade vital essence within 100 years, I will officially take you as my disciple." Su Ying was slightly startled and then said in surprise, "Master, please accept this disciple's bow." She immediately knelt on the ground and bowed to him. Tsing Hui calmly accepted Su Ying's bow. Now, he naturally had the qualifications to take Su Ying as his disciple. When Su Qiubai and Su Yuyu saw how Qing Su accepted Su Ying, even though it was just a few disciples, their eyes were filled with envy. One must know that although the person in front of them was occupying their father's body, he was in fact a top almighty who stood at the peak of Tianhuang region. To be able to become the disciple of such a top almighty, let alone true qi and spirit refining cultivators like them, even saint-grade experts who had cultivated vital essence would fight to be his disciple. "Master," after Su Ying performed the ceremony of taking Chen Shi as her master, she glanced at Su Yuyu and Su Qiubai before she pleaded. "Master, you ought to be able to discern that in terms of natural talent, Qiubai and Yu are superior to me. I beg Master to take both of them as disciples as well. In the future, both of them will surely do their best to bring this sect to greater heights for Master. Sister, Su Qiubai and Su Yu were touched and then turned to Tsing Hui with hope in their eyes. However, Tsing Hui shook his head, my energy is limited. Teaching one person is enough to distract me, let alone 3 people. Su Ying, Su Qiubai, and Su Yu were disappointed when they heard this. However, Su Ying did not dare to speak again for fear of angering Tsing Hui. Even as a registered disciple, she was rejected. Tsing Hui saw the pitiful looks of the girls and considered that Su Qiubai's talent was indeed extraordinary. He pondered for a while and said, I allow you to pass on what I taught to the 2 of them. As for whether they can cultivate and become my disciples in the future, it will depend on their final performance. Su Ying, Su Qiubai, and Su Yu had already given up hope. When they heard Tsing Hui's words, they were overjoyed and hurriedly thanked him, thank you for your kindness, Senior. We will definitely not lose face for Master. Yes, if my cultivation is not successful, how can I show off my Master's name outside? All right. Tsing Hui said to Su Ying, you already have some foundation. With this foundation, the cultivation of the spirit and Qi uniting realm will not affect you much. As for the green netherworld realm, Tsing Hui pondered for a moment and said in the end, fine, this can be considered an opportunity for you. I just happened to obtain a level 12 Son of Chaos technique. I'll pass it to you and use it as a cover. Once you become a level 6 Son of Chaos and have level 5 comprehension, the green netherworld realm will be a matter of course for you. A level 12 Son of Chaos technique. Thank you for your generous gift, Master. Su Ying hurriedly bowed again. Tsing Hui waved his hand and directly passed the primal chaos technique to Su Ying. After Su Ying obtained the inheritance and became a level 6 Son of Chaos, she did not hesitate to use the remaining 5 levels on her comprehension after opening up a level 1 personal space. Level 5 comprehension could already produce an initial mutation. Suddenly, countless inspirations appeared in Su Ying's mind. The spirit and Qi uniting realm, the green netherworld realm, and even some of the secrets and opportunities to condense a battle physique appeared in her mind at the same time, causing her to fall into an epiphany on the spot. Tsing Hui could not help but be speechless when he saw this. He had forgotten about the epiphany brought about by level 5 comprehension. Back then, he had relied on raising his comprehension to level 5 to comprehend the torch dragon's sword intent, and thus grasped this method that was similar to a spirit attack. Tsing Hui instructed Su Qiubai and Su Yu again, and at the same time passed on the cultivation secrets of the Qi uniting void technique to the 2 of them. He did not stay any longer. Everything is done, so I will leave directly. During this period of time, I borrowed your father's body to cultivate to the vision divine stage. If this power is released directly, it will definitely cause his body to explode, so I turned into a seal and sealed it in his body. When your father's cultivation level increases, the seal will naturally be unlocked one by one, and when the conditions are right, he will naturally obtain the power of this stage. Your father's spirit will be refined by me, and this day should not be too far away. Thank you for your help, Senior. Su Qiubai and Su Yu hurriedly bowed again. Then, this will end here. After saying that, Tsing Hui stopped using the incarnation technique. Immediately, his consciousness withdrew from this body and traveled through space and time, returning to his main body in the Life Alliance in the Eastern Wasteland. Not long after he returned to his main body in the Eastern Wasteland, Su Fei shuddered and woke up. Since his consciousness had been rewritten and restored by Tsing Hui, his thoughts, thinking, and memories had all changed. He quickly stood up and bowed in the direction of the Eastern Wasteland, farewell, Senior Dongyang. Senior Dongyang, Su Qiubai looked at Su Fei, whose temperament had clearly changed greatly, and felt a sense of loss. On the other hand, Su Yu was still young, so she did not think too much. She only looked at Su Fei in shock. Father, is that you? Su Fei nodded. I also know what happened during this period of time. It's all thanks to Senior Dong Yang. Otherwise, our Su family would never have been able to rise up like this. From now on, our Su family will work hard for Senior Dong Yang and make the Conli continent impregnable. We will continuously provide treasures like dust cleansing stones and so on for Senior Dong Yang. Father, we will never forget Senior Dong Yang's great kindness to our Su family. We will never betray him. Very well. The reason why the heavens will palace was that they were too careless. They had been safe for hundreds of years, so they had let down their guard. That was why Senior Dong Yang took control of the 33 levels heavens punishment array from the inside. Although the 33 levels heavens punishment array had lost its main item, Senior Dong Yang had left behind the corresponding spirit items so that the array could kill true energy stage and transcendent state overlords with ease. You must learn from this lesson and stay alert at all times. As long as the heavens punishment array is intact, no matter what happens, the Su family's rule over the heavens will palace will not be affected. Father, don't worry. We understand. Su Qiubai and Su Yuyu replied in a deep voice. The two true Qi cultivators had obtained great benefits. In just a month's time, they had cultivated to the spirit refining realm. Moreover, with the resources of the entire continent occupied by the heavens will palace, reaching the spirit and Qi unity realm was only a matter of time. With such a good situation, they naturally did not want to have any problems. Alright, now it's time for us to repay Senior Dong Yang with what we have done, Su Fei said as he stood at the top of the heavens will peak. He looked down the mountain and saw the entire heavens will palace. For a moment, he was filled with pride. With the support of Senior Dong Yang, the Conli continent would enter a new era as the Su family took control of the heavens will palace. Chapter 429 Eastern Wilderness, Life League, Tsing Hui's Cultivation Room. Sure enough, as long as I think about it, I can enter Su Fei's body and return to the void distance continent. Tsing Hui's face was filled with joy. His doppelganger technique had already exceeded the scope of ordinary doppelganger techniques. Although he would be severely weakened for a few days each time he used it, in terms of practicality, it was much better than ordinary Tier 5 doppelganger techniques. As long as Su Fei did not die, the void distance continent would always be under his control. Hence, he focused his attention on the harvest he had obtained from the void distance continent. Not to mention the Dao-carrying items, which were hard currency, there was no need to worry about not being able to use them anywhere. The key was the 20,000 cubic meters of low-grade dust cleansing stones, 1,600 cubic meters of high-grade dust cleansing stones, and nearly 100 cubic meters of peerless dust cleansing stones. If he wanted to sell these dust cleansing stones, he would have to use firmament's channels. Thinking up to here, Tsing Hui's figure flashed and appeared in firmament. Then, relying on his authority, he directly contacted firmament. Firmament seemed to be busy with something, and Tsing Hui did not receive a reply. After an incense stick's worth of time, the space around him distorted. Not long after, he appeared in a courtyard built on a mountain peak. There, 3 people leaped up and left. Pak Hui, you're here. Sit. Firmament did not treat Tsing Hui as a junior and pointed to the front. What's the matter? Yes. Tsing Hui knew that Firmament was very busy and did not waste time. He went straight to the point. I obtained some dust cleansing stones by chance and would like to use Firmament's channels to sell them. Dust cleansing stones? Master Firmament was quite familiar with the dust cleansing stone. Is it the dust cleansing stone produced in the Conli continent? I remember that back then, the Eternal Realm, the Heavenly Tao, and the Divine Wilderness fought over the ownership of the dust stone of the Conli continent. More than a dozen mighty figures fell, and among them, a Saint Realm Supreme figure of the Eternal Realm was severely injured by the great formation of the 33 layers of heavenly punishment and died on the spot. Fortunately, he preserved his body at the critical moment and prevented his bones from being ground to dust. In addition, there was a son of chaos beside him who brought him back to life in time. Otherwise, that supreme figure of the saint realm would have fallen. Xing Hui nodded. He had also heard of this matter when he was plotting against the comely continent. Resurrection. As long as the corpse was complete, the target could be resurrected. If the corpse was incomplete, even if a trace of life force was resurrected, the target would die again due to severe injuries. Because of this, once a pinnacle mighty figure engaged in a life-and-death battle, they would never be merciful and leave their opponent with a complete corpse. They would directly grind their opponent's bones to dust and scatter their ashes. The dust-cleansing stones are monopolized by the heavenly Tao. Even if some dust-cleansing stones are occasionally circulated from the hands of the mighty figures of the heavenly Tao who abuse their power for personal gain, or secretly bought from the cultivators of the comely continent, the quantity is extremely small. Usually, there are only a few thousand or even a few hundred square meters. These dust-cleansing stones can be sold directly on the black market. Since you want to use Firmament's channels to sell them, the quantity should be quite large, right? Yes. Xing Hui nodded. 19,400 square meters of low-grade dust-cleansing stones, 1,620 square meters of high-grade dust-cleansing stones, and 105 square meters of peerless dust-cleansing stones. There are actually so many. Firmament Venerable Master, who was originally somewhat indifferent, heard Xing Hui's report, and his eyes immediately lit up. Close to 20,000 low-grade dust-cleansing stones, 1,620 square meters of high-grade dust-cleansing stones, and 105 square meters of peerless dust-cleansing stones. This is a huge sum of no less than 250 Taoist rhymes. Where did you get so many dust-cleansing stones? After saying that, he seemed to realize that his question was presumptuous. Every son of chaos had their own secrets. They were not sects or clans, so he should not get to the bottom of it. Do you really plan to sell all these dust-cleansing stones? Let's not talk about low-grade and high-grade dust-cleansing stones, but if you want to sell peerless dust-cleansing stones, I'm willing to buy them on behalf of Firmament at the price of 100 Taoist rhymes. 100 Taoist rhymes. Xing Hui was slightly startled. Although the dust-cleansing stones in the heavenly Tao are extremely expensive, their true price shouldn't reach this number, right? Ordinary low-grade and high-grade dust-cleansing stones naturally can't sell for this price, but peerless dust-cleansing stones are different. Firmament smiled and said, I'll also hide it from you. Low-grade dust-cleansing stones are often used to build palaces and attics to prevent others from using incarnation techniques, teleportation techniques, and other means to directly attack the root of the problem. It's said that this kind of building is useful for those above the divine realm who can shatter the vacuum. On the other hand, high-grade dust-cleansing stones are often refined into magic artifacts that can effectively break some spatial restrictions, forbidden space formations, and so on. As for peerless dust-cleansing stones, in addition to being able to create magic artifacts that deal with spatial restrictions, they have a more important use, which is to create dust-cleansing flying boats. Dust-cleansing flying boat? This was the first time Xing Hui had heard this term. That's right, it's the dust-cleansing flying boat. In addition to this name, the dust-cleansing flying boat has another name. It's called the Two-Realm Boat, which means that it can shuttle between two worlds. Two-Realm Boat. When Xing Hui heard this, his eyes immediately lit up. Other than the teleportation technique, this was the first time he had come into contact with the concept of a world. When he thought of the drawbacks of the teleportation technique, he immediately asked impatiently, Master, could it be that there are other worlds besides our world? Of course there are. Firmament Master nodded. In the end, he thought of something and said in a deep voice, in fact, there has always been a rumor in the circle of divine realm experts. Back then, the reason why so many divine realm experts above the divine wilderness fought was because of the extremely valuable item that carried the Tao. The most important reason was that other worlds had their eyes on our world. However, their forces were weaker than ours, so they used the method of sowing discord to cause internal strife in the divine wilderness. As a result, the divine wilderness was shattered, and countless experts died. In their anger, those peak experts raised their troops and killed their way into that world that stirred up wind and rain. Speaking of this, there was a desolate look on his face. But after that, there was no more news. 10,000 years have passed, and we don't know whether the many ancestors of our divine wilderness who killed their way into that world are alive or dead. When Tsing Hui heard this, he could not help but be secretly awed. He did not expect that there would be such a secret in the great war of the divine wilderness. Tsing Hui thought to himself. Suddenly, he asked, "Master, have you heard of a cultivator called Dong Qian? His cultivation has reached the vacuum-shattering realm." Dong Qian. Vacuum-shattering realm? The firmament master pondered for a moment, and finally shook his head. Vacuum-shattering realm is the third level of the divine wilderness. The divine wilderness is different from the saint realm, and the gap between each realm is extremely large. Perhaps it is not at the level of a powerful figure or an ordinary cultivator, but the gap between each realm is more than 10 times, or even dozens of times, and is comparable to the longevity 6th level. During the divine wilderness, there were many experts in our world, and it is said that there was a legendary existence at the peak of the divine wilderness who could create a world with a thought. Vacuum-shattering realm. At that time, it was probably equivalent to the level of an ordinary powerful figure. Looking at the entire divine wilderness, he may not be able to make a name for himself. When Tsing Hui heard this, he was a little disappointed, but he still expressed that he could understand. Dong Qian's identity could be seen from his chaotic realm. A son of chaos of the 20th level. In the divine wilderness, most of the powerful figures belonged to this stage, and only a few powerful figures could reach the 25th level of the chaotic realm. And looking at the entire divine wilderness, although there were not many powerful figures, they were not rare either. Those who could make a name for themselves and still be talked about enthusiastically 10,000 years later could be counted with one's fingers. As the dust separator flying ship is made of dust separator stone, it has an excellent evasive effect against the attacks of the void when flying in the void. It is said that during the divine wilderness, when the invincible figures who had cultivated to the unhindered realm wanted to travel through space, they had to wear a set of armor made of supreme-grade dust separator stone. Otherwise, the endless void storms would be enough to make them unable to deal with it. If they were not careful, they could even exhaust their vital yuan and die in the void. The Firmament Master was a supreme giant of the divine wilderness, and also the highest leader of the Firmament Master. He knew these secrets in detail. Unfortunately, it is not easy to make a dust separator flying ship. A dust separator flying ship needs at least 10,000 cubes of supreme-grade dust separator stone, or even more. So far, let alone us, even the heavenly Tao has not been able to successfully make a dust separator flying ship. At best, a few dust separator armors have been made. When someone cultivates to the unhindered realm, they can travel through the void and travel between two realms. Unhindered realm, Tsing Hui knew of this realm. It was the 5th realm of the divine wilderness. Above it was the legendary peak of the divine wilderness, world creation with a thought. And world creation with a thought was in existence at the pinnacle of the divine wilderness. Furthermore, according to the Firmament Master, those worlds that attempted to invade the divine wilderness were inferior to the divine wilderness. That was to say, world creation with a thought was probably the pinnacle of existence in the myriad of worlds. Pak Hui, I will buy the supreme-grade dust separator stone in your hands for 100 Dao rhymes. What do you think? Tsing Hui had the intention to keep the dust separator stone so that they could be made into armor in the future. However, after thinking about it, 100 supreme-grade dust separator stones were far from enough to make an armor. Rather than keeping them now, he might as well sell them and exchange them for Dao rhymes to quickly raise his cultivation level. Once his cultivation level increased, there would be a day when he would go to the heavenly Tao to seek revenge from the Black Heaven Taoist Master. If he could conquer the heavenly Tao, was he still worried about not having enough supreme-grade dust separator stones to make an armor? Firmament Master has helped me a lot. Take these 105 dust separator stones as my gift to Firmament Master. Firmament Master shook his head. Those are two different things. We, Firmament Master, have helped you because of the guidance from the elders. You are now at a critical moment in your cultivation and need a large amount of resources. Don't stand on ceremony with us. Moreover, if you use these resources to raise your cultivation level, you will be able to withstand the soul attacks of the Almighty. In the future, you will be able to contribute more strength in the war of chaos. Hence, helping you now is equivalent to helping ourselves. When Xing Hui heard this, he knew that it would be unreasonable if he continued to refuse. He immediately said, "Then, thank you very much. Give me your lower and upper grade dust separator stones as well. When you have time, I will get someone to collect them. It just so happens that I need to buy some cultivation resources. I should be making a trip to Infinite Wasteland soon. Alright, I will give you the contact information of Chengwang. He is one of my juniors. When you arrive at Infinite Wasteland, you can contact him directly. Here are 100 Dao rhymes. It is up to you whether you want resources or items to carry Dao. Yes. Chapter 430. After discussing the sale of the dust cleansing stones with Venerable Firmament, he returned to his personal space. His trip to the Conli continent did not take long, less than 2 months in total, but the harvest was indeed satisfying. Not to mention the dust cleansing stones that had yet to be sold, he had obtained more than 200 carriers of truth. What Xing Hui needed to do next was naturally to convert these carriers of truth into his own cultivation. The cultivation of the transformative stage does not require much resources. Even the late-stage never-ending stage does not require as much resources as the true energy realm. It all depends on the cultivator's own comprehension. Once you understand the trick, you will naturally break through. If you don't, who knows how long you will be stuck. This is especially true for the never-ending stage, where you need to form a balance of energy in your body so that your true energy runs continuously like a perpetual motion machine. Many people are stuck at this stage for their entire lives. Xing Hui planned his future cultivation path. Since he wanted to comprehend, he naturally had to work on his comprehension ability. Although his level of comprehension ability was not high, it was definitely not low. If he continued to comprehend the mystery of the perfection of transformation, he would be able to step into the perfection of transformation one day. If he wanted to shorten the time, the only thing he could rely on was the space understanding grass that could enhance the comprehension ability of the cultivator. The price of the void grass is not high, but it's not low either. If I want to fully comprehend the mysteries of the transformative stage, I'm afraid 1 or 2 of them won't be enough. Xing Hui's gaze fell on his chaos level. He had not spent much time on the Conli continent and had later comprehended the arsenal beam casting technique. The Dao rhymes accumulated in the Fortune Jade were only 63. If he wanted to become a son of chaos at the 41st level, he would have to wait 37 days without using any carriers of truth. Moreover, even if he really did wait 37 days and raised his chaos level to the 41st level, he might not necessarily choose to improve his comprehension level. His personal space was already at the 8th level, and he only needed 2 more levels of chaos to upgrade it to the 10th level, where it could accommodate living things. To him, once his personal space was upgraded to the 10th level, the support it could provide would be immeasurable. Don't forget that he had comprehended the supreme immortal art of magic arsenal. When his personal dimension reached the 10th level and was able to contain living creatures, he could spend some effort to create some tranquil or even golden core realm monsters that had been around for a long time. He could let them recuperate in his personal dimension in the form of a tortoiseshell. Once they encountered an enemy, a dozen tranquil or never-ending realm monsters would charge forward together. Other than powerful experts, no one would be able to escape. Moreover, apart from his personal space, the backtracking technique was also a divine technique. The teleportation technique was related to whether he could successfully return to Earth. Not to mention, he had not mentioned the extremely mysterious deduction technique. There's still a long way to go before my comprehension level reaches the 10th level. In that case, if I want to reach the peak of the transformative stage as soon as possible and comprehend the wonders of the never-ending state, I can only spend some carriers of truth to buy space understanding grass. As for the never-ending state, I have some ideas. The reason why the sun's energy can multiply and multiply endlessly is because it is constantly undergoing rounds of fusion. If I can comprehend the mysteries of fusion and gain complete control over it, the energy in my body will be endless. When that time comes, I will definitely be able to step into the never-ending state, even more powerful and terrifying than the energy in the body of an ordinary never-ending state expert, Xing Hui muttered to himself. He had long had the idea of molding his body into a controllable nuclear fusion reactor. However, this method was dangerous and a single misstep could result in him dying without leaving a corpse behind. But now, with the backtracking technique, the drawbacks of this idea were naturally solved. He only had to wait until he completely comprehended the mysteries of the changes in his true essence before attempting to break through to the never-ending state. Swoosh! Just as Xing Hui was about to contact a few major chambers of commerce to purchase space understanding grass and cultivation materials for the Torch Dragon bloodline, a figure appeared in his personal space. Even though this figure appeared in the public area of his personal space, Qing Su naturally sensed him as soon as he arrived due to the fact that Qing Su was the master of this space. Xing Hui was slightly stunned when he saw this cultivator who had specially come. He pondered for a moment and soon appeared. Your Excellency Heaven's Inquisition. Heaven's Inquisition, who did not meet Xing Hui, was about to leave when he heard Xing Hui's greeting. He immediately turned around in surprise and said, Your Excellency Pak Hui. Your Excellency Heaven's Inquisition seems to have specially come to look for me. May I know what's the matter? I'm here for the results of the investigation regarding the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect and the Black Heaven Taoist Master. Heaven's Inquisition did not hide anything as he said, as this information is in the nature of an exchange, I can directly inform Your Excellency Pak Hui without any additional fees. To be honest, the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect and the Black Heaven Taoist Master do not have a close relationship at all. The Black Heaven Taoist Master and the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect do not have a close relationship at all. Xing Hui was puzzled when he heard this and asked, then how did the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect manage to get the Black Heaven Taoist Master to send a Golden Core Realm clone to kill me? Your Excellency Pak Hui, think carefully. If the Black Heaven Taoist Master really came specifically for you, would he need to send a Golden Core Realm clone? Xing Hui shook his head. Although he was confident in his cultivation and his battle strength was not weaker than a never-ending realm expert, and he even dared to fight a Golden Core Realm expert with the divine art, as the main battle clone of a pinnacle almighty like the Black Heaven Taoist Master, a never-ending realm cultivator was more than enough to kill him. There was no need to mobilize a Golden Core Realm clone. That's it. The Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect seems to think that Your Excellency Pak Hui is dead and did not hide this information too well. In addition, we have a higher status in the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect, so after some toasting, we learned the truth from him. The Black Heaven Taoist Master did not come for you, but for the Almighty behind you. The Almighty behind me? Xing Hui's expression was a little ridiculous. There was no Almighty behind him. It was all a fabrication that he had directed and acted out. Yes, in fact, the Heavenly Secrets Pavilion has also specially investigated the Almighty behind Your Excellency Pak Hui. If our investigation is correct, that Almighty should be a supreme expert in the Sky Dome domain, the Saint Stage giant with invincible battle strength, esteemed Zhu Zhao, right? Oh. Why do you think so? I live in the Eastern Wilderness, while esteemed Zhu Zhao is far away in the heaven domain. If he wanted to accept a disciple, he would not choose me. Xing Hui said without batting an eyelid. There is a lot of evidence that indicates that the Almighty behind you is esteemed Zhu Zhao of the Sky Dome domain. For example, you are a member of the Sky Dome domain and have the authority of a counselor. Esteemed Zhu Zhao has also personally guided you in your cultivation. In addition, when you first established yourself overseas, esteemed Zhu Zhao's clone descended to meet you, right? Of course, the most important thing is the unexpected battle between you and Lai Wuyang and the others in the Hunyuan Heaven sect. At that time, an Almighty appeared and blocked the Jin Wu religion's sect Master Luo's eternal blaze for you. According to our understanding, that Almighty should be esteemed Zhu Zhao. Xing Hui took a deep look at Tian Wen and could not help but sigh. As expected of Tian Wen's people. I very much doubt that there is any news in the world that can be hidden from you. The world is bustling with activity for profit. As long as we can give them a satisfactory price, there is no secret that the Heavenly Secrets Pavilion can't buy back. It's just a matter of price. Tian Wen said with a faint smile. Xing Hui was silent for a moment and then nodded. If it did not involve a matter of principle, he might not necessarily refuse if the other party was willing to pay a price to buy information from him. So, in other words, Master He Tian thought I was esteemed Zhu Zhao's disciple and deliberately ordered the experts of the Create-Evolve Mysterious sect to besiege me. He wanted me to ask esteemed Zhu Zhao for help when my life was hanging by a thread so that esteemed Zhu Zhao could summon his main battle clone. The moment esteemed Zhu Zhao summoned his main battle clone, Master He Tian would use a thunderous method to kill esteemed Zhu Zhao's clone before it was fully formed, resulting in a backlash from the cloning technique and greatly injuring esteemed Zhu Zhao. That's right, that's the reason. Tian Wen nodded and at the same time, there was a hint of surprise in his eyes as he said, unfortunately, the people of the Create-Evolve Mysterious sect underestimated you, Your Excellency Pak Hui. They did not expect you to break through to the transcendent state in such a short time. Not only did you manage to escape from their encirclement, but you also had the ability to annihilate all of them. Under such circumstances, esteemed Zhu Zhao's main battle clone could not be lured out and you showed the potential to become an almighty in the future. Naturally, Master He Tian did not hesitate to kill you with a single blow. When he said that, Heaven's Inquisition studied Qing Su with a rather strange gaze. According to the information they had received, Qing Su had been reduced to ashes by Tao Lord He Tian. Logically speaking, he should have been deader than dead, but now, yet, he was sitting there and chatting with Tian Wen. She really didn't know what kind of method he used to avoid this kind of fatal situation. Very good. There is no deep relationship between Master He Tian and the Create-Evolve Mysterious sect. My hands are tied, and I can't take revenge. A cold light flashed in Xing Hui's eyes. He also suspected that the relationship between Create-Evolve Mysterious sect and Master He Tian was not as deep as he thought. However, he did not have enough evidence and dared not act rashly out of caution. But now, Create-Evolve Mysterious sect. Is Your Excellency Pak Hui going to seek revenge from Create-Evolve Mysterious sect? Tian Wen asked. Is there a need to ask? When Create-Evolve Mysterious sect went to kill Your Excellency Pak Hui the last time, they sent out all their forces. In terms of strength, Your Excellency Pak Hui does have the ability to break through Create-Evolve Mysterious sect. However, the most powerful part of Create-Evolve Mysterious sect is not the many experts in the sect, but the magical formation that can gather the strength of all the cultivators together. It even allows everyone's strength to multiply endlessly, the gate of Create-Evolve Mysterious sect. If all the experts in Create-Evolve Mysterious sect pour their true yuan into one person, with the help of the gate of Create-Evolve Mysterious sect, it is not difficult to create a Golden Core Realm expert. Therefore, if Your Excellency Pak Hui really wants to seek revenge on Create-Evolve Mysterious sect, the formation will be the first problem you have to solve. Otherwise, unless you have the strength of a Golden Core Realm expert, I'm afraid that this revenge will end with a grievance. Create-Evolve Mysterious sect's formation. A sliver of cruel coldness appeared on Qing Su's face, I'd like to know if the formations of the creation mystical sect can still be used as they should be when the mountains and rivers shift and the ground collapses. Chapter 431. Hunyuan Chamber of Commerce. Lai Wuyang's figure flashed and appeared in the public area of the Hunyuan Chamber of Commerce. But when she saw the dozen or so sons of chaos gathered here, she was slightly taken aback. There were several familiar faces among them. Green Lotus Sword Sect Master Wen Hui, Hunyuan Heavenly Sect Young Master Nalan Fei, Life League's King Zhenhai, Ling Yu, and other higher-ups were all gathered here. Obviously, something big had happened. Senior Sister Nalan, what happened? Why did Xing Hui suddenly summon all of us here? Lai Wuyang asked Nalan Fei, who had a good relationship with her. You don't know? I thought he would tell you in advance given your relationship with him. Nalan Fei was a little surprised. I was also suddenly summoned here. I don't know what happened. Is that so? It seems that we will only know the reason after he comes. When Lai Wuyang saw this, he didn't insist. He found a place to sit beside Nalan Fei and said, I reckon that this matter should be related to the news that faintly spread from the creation mysterious sect during this period of time. Xing Hui's death. How is that possible? In fact, when I received this news, I had already confirmed it with him. Although he was ambushed by the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect, the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect can't do anything to him. I think the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect wants to stick gold on their face so that the news of their successive defeats doesn't affect their morale. When Wen Hui heard what the two women said, he smiled and said, when I first heard this news, I was also extremely shocked. After all, the Create Evolve Mystical Sect is the #1 sect in the Eastern Wilderness. Moreover, they spoke of this matter in a methodical manner, so we couldn't help but be suspicious. However, who would have thought that this was a blunder directed and acted by the Create Evolve Mystical Sect from the start? They didn't even consider themselves. How could they possibly be a match for Elder Qing Su? Exactly. In particular, Alliance Master Xing Hui is now said to have broken through to the Transcendent stage and left the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect far behind. King Zhenhai and the others nodded one by one. They obviously had an almost blind trust in Xing Hui. While everyone was chatting, a figure suddenly appeared in their personal space. It was Xing Hui. When they saw him, everyone stood up and greeted him. Xing Hui, you're here. Lord Alliance Master, may I know why you've summoned us? Is there something important that needs to be done? Xing Hui's gaze swept past everyone, and it was mainly focused on Lai Wuyang, Nalan Fei, and Wen Hui. Behind them were the representatives of the Jin Wu religion, the Hunyuan Heaven sect, and the Green Lotus Sword sect. Indeed, there is a matter that requires your cooperation. After Xing Hui finished speaking, he turned to the three of them and asked, how are the results of the sects that you've attacked? The Giant Dragon Mountain Range isn't a place for weaklings. Even though we're approaching the Giant Dragon Mountain Range, we haven't made much progress due to the short amount of time we've had. It's the same on our side. The Failure Gate has a deep foundation. For safety reasons, we're still in the midst of making arrangements. Then, temporarily stop what you're doing. There's something more important that you need to do. After speaking, he said to Wen Hui, Nalan Fei, and Lai Wuyang, you can gather the cultivators that you trust the most to do this. Take the opportunity to expand your influence in your respective sects and prepare to take over the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's territory. Take over the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's territory. Upon hearing Xing Hui's words, Nalan Fei, Wen Hui, and Lai Wuyang were all stunned. They couldn't understand the true meaning of Xing Hui's words. After a while, Lai Wuyang seemed to have thought of something and exclaimed, Xing Hui, you plan to attack the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect? That's right. Xing Hui's expression gradually turned cold. The Create Evolve Mysterious Sect has bullied me too much. A long time ago, they sent their illustrious Saint Stage Grand Elder to invade my Life Moon Alliance's territory. Later on, they colluded with Vice Sect Master Jia Su in the Hunyuan Heaven Sect and sent 12 great experts led by Huan Long to kill me. Not long ago, they even came out in full force, led by Daoist Tian Ding, Daoist Bei Do, and Daoist Golden Cicada, in a futile attempt to kill me. They've tried to kill me time and time again and really treat me like mud. After this battle, I want the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect to become history in the Eastern Wasteland. Upon hearing Xing Hui's words, everyone present couldn't help sucking in a breath of cold air. Even King Zhenhai, Ling Yu, and Blazing Glory, who were full of confidence in Xing Hui, looked at each other. Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect. Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect, the #1 sect in the Eastern Wasteland. Not counting the cultivators above the true energy stage, the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect alone could fight against the 9 great sects of the Eastern Wasteland. Even if the true energy stage experts were included, the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect could still fight against the 8 great sects if the Wuji Sword Sect was not included. But now, according to Xing Hui, he wanted to declare war on the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect and destroy it. This, Alliance Master, please reconsider. King Zhenhai stood up immediately. He had fought with the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect before and deeply understood how terrifying this force was. He immediately advised, there are many hidden experts in the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect. Perhaps on the surface, their experts don't seem to be much, but that's because these experts are guarding the borders of the various sects and keeping each other in check. Once they transfer all of their experts to their headquarters, they will definitely accumulate more than 30 true energy stage experts, coupled with some transcendent experts. This is a force that even Golden Core experts will find difficult to resist. That's right, this matter must be handled with caution. The Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect is already extremely powerful. Even the Wuji Sword Sect can't be compared to it. Moreover, the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect's true strength lies in the many great formations in their sect, the Create-Evolve Gate. With this mysterious great formation, the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect's unity of Spirit Realm experts can be used as Blue Netherworld Realm experts, Blue Netherworld Realm experts can be used as Prominent Divine Stage experts, and Prominent Divine Stage experts can be used as True Energy Stage experts. We don't have to worry about exhausting our true energy. When the time comes, we will have to face a terrifying battle force of hundreds of true energy stage experts. The Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect is good at defense and not offense. It won't be difficult to repel the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect's attack, but it will be extremely difficult to counterattack the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect's territory. Lai Wuyang, Wen Hui, Nailan Fei, and the others all stood up to dissuade Yi Qingyu. You don't have to worry about the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect's formations. I have my ways to break them one by one. You just need to gather your forces and help me clean up the mess. After the battle between me and the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect, the remaining experts of the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect will definitely not be left with 1/5 of their experts. At that time, you will all come out in full force and clean up the battlefield. You will completely control the territory that originally belonged to the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect and complete the magnificent feat of expanding your territory, becoming the greatest sect master in history. Xing Hui said indifferently. But, just as Lai Wuyang was about to say something, Xing Hui's gaze landed on her. If your Jin Wu religion feels that this is too dangerous, you can withdraw from this operation. However, the territory that we conquer will have nothing to do with your Jin Wu religion. Xing Hui, that's not what I meant. I will discuss with the sect master and the others and persuade them to do their best to help you fight against the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect. Xing Hui did not comment and only said, I will give you 3 days to prepare. After 3 days, I will begin to attack the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect. At that time, the empty territories of the Create-Evolve Mysterious Sect will be occupied by my people. Don't blame me for not helping you. Elder, don't worry. I will persuade the people of the Green Lotus Sword sect to participate in this battle to overthrow the Create-Evolved Mysterious sect. What about the Hunyuan Sacred Ground, Limitless Sword sect, Six Paths of Gods and Demons, Shenshao Sword sect and the other forces? At this time, Nalan Fei suddenly asked. Them. Qing Su's lips curled into a sliver of cruel coldness. When I began to attack the Creation Mystical sect, they would obviously choose to watch from the sidelines. They would not dare to act recklessly. However, as I've been leading the way, showing that I really want to take down the Creation Mystical sect, they'll definitely get involved and clean up the battlefield for us. Xing Hui, I'm not talking about this matter. I'm talking about what should we do when they take advantage of the battle between us and the Create-Evolved Mysterious sect to occupy the territory that we have conquered. If things go wrong, our Jin Wu religion, Green Lotus Sword sect and Hunyuan Heavenly sect may become someone else's wedding dress. Nalan Fei said. Wen Hui and Lai Wuyang's hearts shook as they hurriedly turned to Xing Hui. This possibility was very big. If things went wrong, they might really lose everything and not obtain any benefits. What should we do? There was a trace of indifference on Xing Hui's face. If our three sects can really join forces to destroy the Create-Evolved Mysterious sect, do you think we can't turn around and destroy the six great sects, including the Limitless Sword sect? In order to fight against the Create-Evolved Mysterious sect, the 9 great sects have always been allies. If we rashly start a war with them for no reason, I'm afraid we will lose our morals. However, if they take advantage of the time when we attack the Heavenly Tao and take over the territory that we have conquered, at that time, we will have a legitimate reason to deal with them openly. At this point, Xing Hui's tone paused for a moment as a trace of killing intent faintly appeared in his voice. I'm not afraid of them coming. Instead, I'm afraid that they won't come. I don't have much time to attack and occupy these sects one by one and waste my energy on them. Nalan Fei, Wen Hui, Lai Wuyang and the others looked at each other. They could hear the strong confidence in Xing Hui's voice. When they thought of the Create-Evolved Mysterious sect's repeated attempts to kill Xing Hui, not only were they unable to do anything to him, but they were also defeated by him time and time again, and their vitality was greatly damaged. A trace of confidence emerged in the hearts of the three. Elder Xing Hui, don't worry. I will persuade the 2 ancestors and the several grand elders. Wen Hui said in a low voice. Lai Wuyang also spoke with certainty. I will also think of a way to convince our sect master. Even if our sect master isn't around when the time comes, I will still bring my strength to assist you in attacking the Creation Profound Gate. Me too. Nalan Fei said. After pondering for a moment, she said, Xing Hui, I feel that in order to ensure that we can mobilize all the forces in the Hunyuan Heaven sect, you should make a trip to the Hunyuan Heaven sect and explain the matter to the Hunyuan Heaven sect's Tang Sun, Yuan Bei and the other ancestors. There's no need. Just pass on the message. Seeing that I'm also part of the Hunyuan Heaven sect, I've already given them the opportunity. As for whether they can grasp it in the end, that will depend on themselves. After Xing Hui finished speaking, he waved his hand. All right, it's settled then. I'll give you half a month to prepare. Half a month later, I will completely lift the curtain on the battle to destroy the Create-Evolved Mysterious sect. Chapter 432. Xing Hui's decision shocked the higher-ups of the Jin Wu religion, the Green Lotus Sword sect and the Hunyuan Heaven sect. For a time, the higher-ups of the Jin Wu religion, the Green Lotus Sword sect and the Hunyuan Heaven sect were in constant meetings, racking their brains to weigh the gains and losses of this war with the Create-Evolved Mysterious sect. Because of the importance of this matter, even the ancestors of the sects came out one after another to discuss the matter. After a few days of internal discussion, they gathered in the personal space of the strongest expert of the Hunyuan Heaven sect, the Primal Chaos Divine Hall, to discuss the feasibility of this matter. Greetings, Primal Chaos Divine Hall. Primal Chaos Divine Hall, long time no see. You're not far from the never-ending stage, right? When you reach the never-ending stage and head to the Heaven Wasteland domain, can you bring us along? My Green Lotus Sword sect is willing to offer a precious treasure as thanks. Primal Chaos Divine Hall, long time no see. In the personal space of Primordial Chaos Divine Sovereign, figures began to appear one after another. The Grand Elders at the Vision Divine stage were naturally greeting him as disciples. Only the true element stage ancestors of the Golden Crow cult and the Green Lotus Sword sect were qualified to treat him as equals. Ancestor Qi Wu, Nan Shun, Lianhua, you're all here. The Primal Chaos Divine Hall swept his gaze across the true element experts one by one, a faint smile on his face. Qi Wu, I didn't expect you to be the leader of the shadow race. You've hidden yourself well. Ancestor Qi Wu hurriedly said in a low voice, I'm ashamed, I've made a fool of myself. Subsequently, Tang Sun, Yuan Bei and the others came forward to greet Ancestor Qi Wu and the others. Even the master of the Hunyuan Heaven sect, Zhou Kunlun, was among the crowd. Although the number of Sons of Chaos was small, there were still dozens of them in each sect. Among them, the great elders of the prominent saint stage almost all had the Chaos Divine Hall. It was just a matter of level. After all, the bonus of comprehension from the Sons of Chaos was too important. Many times, they were only one level away from breaking through to a higher cultivation level. In such a situation, anyone with the ability would think of ways to get themselves a Chaos Divine Hall. Alright, almost everyone is here, and there's no need to mention the purpose of our gathering here. Now, the crux of the matter is whether we can win this battle or not. After all, the Create Evolve Mysterious sect is no pushover. Not only does it have many top experts, but there are also a large number of Create Evolve Mysterious sect members within the sect. By relying on these Create Evolve Gate, the overall strength of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect is almost one level higher. Seeing that almost everyone had arrived, Primordial Chaos Holy Sovereign did not waste any more time and went straight to the main topic. Whether we can win this battle or not will mainly depend on Grand Elder Tsinghui of your Hunyuan Heaven sect. After all, he was the one who suggested the counterattack against the Create Evolve Mysterious sect, and he did it in such a hurry. It's really. At this point, Patriarch Qi Wu did not know how to continue. Half a month. There's only half a month. It's too rushed. Ancestor Nan Shun of the Green Lotus Sword sect also sighed. How powerful is Grand Elder Tsinghui? Senior Primordial Chaos Holy Sovereign, do you have a plan in mind? Zhu Xian, the leader of the Jin Wu religion, asked. His true strength. Primordial Chaos Holy Sovereign shook his head and turned to look at Tang Sun. The two of you know him the most. Tell me, what cultivation level has Grand Elder Tsinghui grown to? Tang Sun and Yuan Bei exchanged a look and felt somewhat helpless. I don't know about the rest, but long before Grand Elder Tsinghui broke through to his current cultivation level, he was already able to kill Huang Long, Ao Feng, Shen Tugang and the other 12 great experts. At that time, his battle strength was probably not inferior to a transformative stage expert. As for now, it said that his cultivation has already reached the transformative stage. No matter how you look at it, he shouldn't be any weaker than a never-ending stage expert. With the help of the divine art, he shouldn't be much weaker than a golden core stage expert. Never-ending stage, the never-ending stage isn't enough. The Create Evolve Mysterious sect's three great ancestors, Daoist Tian Ding, Daoist Golden Cicada, and Daoist Beidou, which one of them doesn't have the battle strength of a never-ending stage expert with the help of the divine art. In addition, being in the Creation Mystical sect, you can receive the support of the Creation Mystical sect's array formation. You might even be able to fight against an ordinary Golden Core Realm expert. I remember that there was a rumor in the Creation Mystical sect not long ago, saying that the great elder of the Qing Su ruins had been slain by the combined efforts of Daoist Tian Ding, Daoist Golden Cicada, Daoist Beidou, and so on. Even though the rumor was proven to be groundless with the appearance of the great elder of the Qing Su ruins, it also implied that they had the ability to deal fatal damage to the Great Elder of the Qing Su ruins. If it weren't for the fact that the Great Elder of the Qing Su ruins had almost died back then, why would they have spread such news? Ancestor Qi Wu said. That may be so, but since Grand Elder Tsing Hui was ambushed by Daoist Tian Ding, Daoist Golden Cicada, and Daoist Northern Dipper, and still has the confidence to destroy the Create Evolve Mysterious sect under such circumstances, it's enough to prove that he does have the ability to fight against the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. After all, Daoist Tian Ding, Daoist Golden Cicada, and Daoist Northern Dipper are the final trump cards of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. Patriarch Nan Shun said. Hearing his words, the upper echelons of the three sects looked at each other. They had basically gained some confidence in their hearts. Then the most important thing now is the formations of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. If the formations of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect are not broken, even if Grand Elder Tsing Hui's combat strength is equivalent to the combined strength of the many true energy stage and transformative stage experts of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect, it will still not be an easy task to truly destroy the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. I'm guessing that Grand Elder Tsing Hui must have a way to directly destroy the formation of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. At this time, when Hui, who had a respected status among the crowd but was considered a junior, suddenly said, "We have also mentioned the problem of the formations of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect with Grand Elder Tsing Hui." However, Grand Elder Tsing Hui bluntly said that he wanted to move the mountains and rivers of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect and cause the earth to collapse. If he can really do this and cause the mountains and rivers of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect to move the earth, the Create Evolve Mysterious sect that was built on the earth will definitely be completely destroyed. When Hui's words caused the eyes of many true energy stage experts present to light up slightly. If Grand Elder Tsing Hui really has a way to directly destroy the Create Evolve Mysterious sect's formations, then he really has the possibility of destroying the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. That's right. Grand Elder Tsing Hui alone has the ability to deal with the many experts of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. Coupled with our support, it shouldn't be difficult to suppress the experts of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. If the experts of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect can deal with the most troublesome formations of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect, then the chances of destroying the Create Evolve Mysterious sect is already more than 80%. As everyone discussed, they finally came to a conclusion. After discussing the details for a while, the leaders of the several large sects finally made up their minds. Then it's decided. My Hunyuan Heaven sect will lend a helping hand to the Great Elder of Qing Su's destruction of the Creation Mystical sect, said Jian Chen. My Green Lotus Sword sect agrees. The Jin Wu religion will also do its best to mobilize the experts in the sect to deal with the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. The Jin Wu religion, the Hunyuan Heaven sect, and the Green Lotus Sword sect discussed the final attitude of the battle in the Chaos Temple. As the initiator of the battle against the Create Evolve Mysterious sect, Tsing Hui had already appeared in the Galaxy Chamber of Commerce's Wuxia city station. After handing over all the dust-cleansing stones to the people sent by the Firmament Master, the Galaxy Chamber of Commerce also sent over all the goods that Tsing Hui needed to purchase this time. Senior Dong Yang, please take a look. The level 12 spiritual object that you need is priced at 30 Dao runes. 10 level 10 spiritual objects are also priced at 30 Dao runes. In addition, there are also level 9 and level 8 spiritual objects, totaling 100 Dao runes. In addition to these, there are also 2 portions of Torch Dragon Blood Essence and Golden Crow Blood Essence that Senior Dong Yang needs. They are priced at 98 Dao runes, making a total of 198 Dao runes. Senior, please check. Okay. Tsing Hui looked at the many treasures that Gong Xing handed over and nodded. Senior Dong Yang, do you have time recently? I've been quite busy recently. When I'm free, I'll come again to find you and help you deliver the goods. Yes, Senior Dong Yang, your matter is more important. Gong Xing hurriedly said. Then, I'll take my leave first. As Tsing Hui spoke, the avatar dissipated and his consciousness returned to his body. Glancing at the items that had been reduced by nearly half, Tsing Hui began to worry about the problem of Dao runes. As his cultivation continued to increase, the price of the cultivation resources he needed also increased. In the past, the resources he could exchange for several Dao aura items were enough for him to easily increase his cultivation by several small realms. But now, a portion of divine beast blood essence that had more than 50 Dao runes could only allow him to accumulate more. He couldn't even break through again. The cultivation of the true energy realm was already like this. The amount of resources required for the golden core realm and the last realm of the saint realm, the lawful embodiment of heaven and earth, was enough to make him feel despair. It seems that the focus of cultivation resources has to be concentrated in the Chaos Treasure Pavilion. Or perhaps, I should leave the divine wilderness and go to a world with a more developed cultivation system. Tsing Hui thought to himself. It was too early to go to a world with a more developed cultivation system. In that case, he could only focus on the Chaos Treasure Pavilion. Unfortunately, the refresh time of the items in the Chaos Treasure Pavilion was not fixed. It usually took a few months or a year or two. Tsing Hui wanted to spend time in the Chaos Treasure Pavilion, but he didn't know where to start. Unless he was willing to use the items in his possession to cultivate a rank 30 Son of Chaos. Although the Chaos Treasure Pavilion currently sells many treasures, most of them are in the Divine Realm. Since there are Divine Realm treasures, there should be precious treasures above the Divine Realm. Currently, these precious treasures have not appeared in the Chaos Treasure Pavilion. There's only one problem, and that's that my Chaos level isn't high enough. The Chaos Treasure Pavilion that appeared at rank 30 could sell Divine Realm cultivation resources. If that was the case, cultivation treasures above the Divine Realm that appeared in the Chaos Treasure Pavilion required rank 60. Chapter 433. Create Evolve Mystical Sect. Dao Master Baidu, who was sitting in the sect, was comprehending the supreme techniques of the sect, looking for an opportunity to break through to the endless stage. At this moment, the three core members of the sect, Dao Xianfeng, Fan Tian, and Dao Bian. Dao Master, there are some changes in the situation. We received news that Cho Tsing Hui of the Hunyuan Heaven sect is not dead. Upon seeing Dao Master Baidu, Dao Xianfeng could not wait to report. Dao Master Baidu looked at Dao Xianfeng. How is that possible? Can't you tell whether Cho Tsing Hui is dead or not? At that time, all of us witnessed him being crushed to ashes in front of the great He Tian Dao Master. Even if he has the recovery characteristic of the 10th order and can be reborn from a drop of blood, he will undoubtedly die in the face of such injuries. That may be the case, but a month ago, we vaguely received news that Cho Tsing Hui is still alive, but this news was too unbelievable, so I did not dare to announce it. I only ordered people to investigate. A day ago, the high-level chess piece hidden in the Hunyuan Heaven sect finally sent accurate news that Cho Tsing Hui is really still alive, and is now gathering the cultivators of the Jin Wu religion, the Hunyuan Heaven sect, and the Green Lotus Sword sect in an attempt to take revenge on our Create Evolve Mystical sect for besieging and killing him. Dao Xianfeng solemnly vowed. At this moment, Dao Master Baidu's expression turned solemn. Is what you said true? You should know that Cho Tsing Hui was killed by the He Tian Dao Master himself, and his entire body was completely crushed to ashes. Even if the 20th Order Son of Chaos wanted to use the resurrection technique to resurrect him, he would not be able to do so. How could he come back to life? We don't know either. We wanted to investigate, but we couldn't find anything. We can only guess that he has a life-saving treasure that he bought from the Primal Chaos Treasure Pavilion. After all, his master is the supreme expert of the Celestial Dome of Heaven, esteemed Zhu Zhao. It wouldn't be strange for him to give him one or two life-saving treasures. Fan Tian chimed in, now that I think about it, when we killed Cho Tsing Hui, he didn't reveal any life-saving means. Even esteemed Zhu Zhao didn't give him a protective talisman. For a disciple of an invincible expert in the divine realm, it's a little unreasonable. Therefore, Xian Feng's guess is probably true. Chou Tsinghui really did have a life-saving treasure from the Chaos Treasure Pavilion given to him by esteemed Zhu Zhao. It's because of that treasure that even though he was killed by Daoist Master He Tian, he still survived. After hearing what Dao Xianfeng and Fan Tian said, in addition to the information they had collected, Daoist Master Beidou couldn't be sure. Damn it! Daoist Master He Tian's Golden Core stage clone actually couldn't kill Chou Tsinghui, a little transformative stage cultivator. He's a top expert in vain. Now isn't the time for us to complain about Daoist Master He Tian. According to the news I received from the Hunyuan Heaven sect, Chou Tsinghui wants to take revenge on our Create Evolve Mysterious sect after he recovers. I'm afraid it won't be long before he kills his way into our Create Evolve Mysterious sect. When that time comes, Dao Xianfeng could not help but shudder when he thought of the terrifying methods that Qing Su had used to make people shudder in despair. Fan Tian, Dao Bian, and Daoist Master Beidou also thought of something and fell silent at the same time. Their faces looked rather gloomy. Tsing Hui's strength was far greater than any expert in the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. Even if Daoist Master Beidou, Daoist Master Golden Cicada, and Daoist Master Tian Ding joined forces, they still couldn't defeat Chou Tsinghui, who was also in the transformative stage. Immediately send a message to the Heavenly Law. Now we can only ask for help from the Heavenly Law and hope that an almighty expert of the Heavenly Law can send down a never-ending stage main battle clone. Only then will we have the qualifications to fight against Chou Tsinghui. Daoist Master Beidou said. Dao Xianfeng shook his head. We've already asked the Heavenly Law. The Heavenly Law seems to be preparing for something big and doesn't allow anyone to easily send down a main battle clone. It said that Daoist Master He Tian was punished because he didn't kill esteemed Zhu Zhao's clone. Unless it's an important overseas continent, the Heavenly Law won't easily send a main battle clone overseas. Dao Xuanfeng's words made Daoist Master Beidou's expression darken. An important overseas continent, the Create Evolve Mysterious sect had been supported by the Heavenly Law and had yet to conquer the Eastern Wilderness. In the eyes of the Heavenly Law's higher-ups, they didn't have a high status. The only person who valued them more, Daoist Master He Tian, couldn't send down a main battle clone and couldn't come to their rescue in a short time. Under such circumstances, it was simply a fool's dream to pin their hopes on the Heavenly Law. Damn it! Chou Tsinghui is obviously a chess piece supported by the Heavenly Law. The Heavenly Law's power is far above the Heavenly Law. As a subordinate power of the Heavenly Law, are we going to watch our power be uprooted by Chou Tsinghui from the Heavenly Law? Dao Bian's tone was full of unwillingness. Dao Xianfeng, Daoist Master Beidou, Fan Tian, and the others looked at him and sighed in their hearts. Now that things have come to this, the Create Evolve Mysterious sect can only change our strategy. Chou Tsinghui has shown such excellent talent, it's impossible for him to stay in the Eastern Wilderness for long. We'll shrink our power and gather in the headquarters of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect. We'll focus on defense. When Chou Tsinghui leaves the Eastern Wilderness, we'll think of a way to take back the territory that we've given up. Shrink our power. There was a trace of unwillingness in Fan Tian's eyes. We've spent hundreds of years to expand the Create Evolve Mysterious sect to this scale. If we give it all up, I'm afraid there's no other way. Chou Tsinghui is too monstrous. It's not shameful to make way for a peerless genius. We have a large number of Create Evolve Mysterious sects Create Evolve Mysterious sects formation. With these formations, we'll have no problem protecting ourselves. As long as we don't have any internal problems, let alone the Hunyuan Heaven sect, Jin Wu religion, and Green Lotus Sword sect, even if the Wuji Sword sect, Qiankuan Holy Land, Six Paths of Divinity and Demons, and Shenshao Sword sect take the opportunity to attack us, they won't be able to do anything to us. Gao Xianfeng also felt very aggrieved, but there was nothing he could do. Bear with it for a while and calm the waves. This is the only way. Then, go and summon Daoist Tian Ding, Daoist Golden Cicada, and the others back. Don't worry about the Wuji Sword Sect, Shenshao Sword Sect, 6 Paths of Divinity in Demons, and Qiankuan Holy Land. Our Create Evolve Mysterious Sect needs to focus on the current power before we talk about anything else. Yes, I'll go and summon Daoist Tian Ding and Daoist Golden Cicada. Half a month passed quietly. In this half a month, the entire eastern wilderness could be said to be in a turbulent situation. First, it was the Hunyuan Heaven Sect, Jin Wu religion, and Green Lotus Sword Sect that had mobilized their troops and stationed their troops at the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's borders. They seemed to be planning to counterattack and invade the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect. While the Wuji Sword Sect, Qiankuan Holy Land, 6 Paths of Divinity in Demons, Shenshao Sword Sect, and other forces had yet to figure out where the Hunyuan Heaven Sect, Jin Wu religion, and Green Lotus Sword Sect's courage came from, the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's people actually retreated en masse. Many of the prominent Saint Stage, Green Netherworld Stage, and even Spirit Chi Unity Stage higher-ups retreated to the sect's core area, leaving behind an empty shell. This allowed the Jin Wu religion, Green Lotus Sword Sect, and Hunyuan Heaven Sect to easily advance 3,000 kilometers into the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's inner area. When the Wuji Sword Sect, Qiankuan Holy Land, 6 Paths of Divinity in Demons saw this scene, they were all dumbfounded. However, although there was a series of changes, the only force that dared to invade the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's territory was still the Wuji Sword Sect. Moreover, the Wuji Sword Sect's invasion was also very cautious, advancing step by step. At most, they had only advanced less than 1,000 kilometers. Create Evolve Mysterious Sect. Xing Hui flew on his sword and slowly shuttled through the clouds. Looking down from above, a large mountain range spanning over 1,000 kilometers appeared before his eyes. This was the wonderful mountain range where the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's headquarters was located. Even though he had yet to truly set foot in the wondrous mountains, Qing Su could clearly sense the dense energy from the mountains from afar. The energy of the earth veins within several thousand kilometers, or even over 10,000 kilometers, constantly gathered towards the wondrous mountains like huge dragons. As a result, the wondrous mountains had basically fused with the entire eastern wastelands, allowing it to constantly absorb enough energy of the earth veins from the eastern wastelands to maintain the formation. Grand Elder, are we still going to advance? Are we really not going to proceed step by step and eliminate the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's power one by one? More than 40 figures followed closely behind Xing Hui. Among these 40 or so figures, the weakest cultivation base was at the prominent divine stage, such as Wen Hui, Fa Dai, Xing Lu, Qin Zhen, Zhu Xian, and the others. The ones with the highest cultivation base were the True Energy Stage and Transcendent Stage experts led by Primordial Chaos Saint. In order to ensure that nothing would go wrong, the Jin Wu religion, Green Lotus Sword Sect, and Hunyuan Heaven Sect had all come out. The Green Lotus Sword Sect had sent 2 True Energy Stage ancestors, the Jin Wu religion had sent 4 True Energy Stage ancestors, and the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect had sent 6 True Energy Stage ancestors. The strongest, Primordial Chaos Sacred Sovereign, had reached the pinnacle of the Transcendent Stage and was a peak existence that could contend against Enlightened Master Tian Ding in Beidu's Spiritual Master. This was a huge lineup. The Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's greatest confidence lies in the wonderful mountain range's Gate of Creation array, right? Xing Hui said slowly as he looked at the large array that had been erected and was in the process of being activated. Thousands of kilometers around the wondrous mountain range was covered by these formations. In fact, within 3,000 kilometers of the wondrous mountain range, there were still many Gate of Fortune formations. However, the density of these formations couldn't be compared to the wondrous mountain range, and they couldn't be replenished by the earth vein chi within 10,000 kilometers of the wondrous mountain range. Grand Elder Xing Hui is right. The create-evolved mysterious sex array formations are rooted in the earth veins and gather the earth vein energy within 10,000 kilometers of the wonderful mountain range. As long as the earth vein energy isn't depleted, the gate of creation array formation will continue to operate. Therefore, to us, the create-evolved mysterious sect sitting on the wonderful mountain range is unbreakable. Unbreakable. Ching Su looked at the headquarters of the Gate of Destinies in the distance as a sliver of coldness appeared in his eyes. An ordinary-looking metal rod appeared in his right hand. Take another look at the formations of the mountains that you think are unsolvable, because very soon, these formations will become history. Chapter 434. He's here. The Hunyuan heavenly sect's Cho Tsing Hui is here. How bold of them. Our create-evolved mystical sect didn't go to deal with the Hunyuan heavenly sect, Jin Wu religion, and Green Lotus Sword sect, but these two sects actually dared to take the initiative to attack us. They really don't know how to write the word death. Do they think our create-evolved mystical sect's defensive measures can be compared to their sect's flawed defensive circle? I really don't know what the sect elders are thinking. They actually told us to pull back our defenses. In my opinion, we should all charge out and wipe out the Hunyuan heavenly sect, Jin Wu religion, and Green Lotus Sword sect. We should let them understand the consequences of going against our create-evolved mystical sect. On the create-evolved mystical sect's side, as Tsing Hui and the others stepped into the create-evolved mystical sect's area near the Multitude of Wonders mountain range, the Spirit Chi Unity stage, Green Netherworld stage, and even prominent Saint stage Grand Elders all sensed their presence and were filled with righteous indignation. When had the create-evolved mystical sect been attacked to within 2,000 kilometers of their headquarters? If not for the sect's higher-ups strictly ordering them not to fight, these arrogant create-evolved mystical sect disciples would have already charged into the crowd below and started a massacre. They're here. Compared to the create-evolved mystical sect's disciples' righteous indignation and fighting spirit, the create-evolved mystical sect's higher-ups all wore solemn expressions. In particular, Daoist Tian Ding, Daoist Beidou, Daoist Golden Cicada, and Dao Bian, who had participated in the encirclement of Tsing Hui, were even more alert. They did not dare to neglect the arrival of Tsing Hui and the others. Where did they go first? They stopped at a mountain range 2,000 kilometers away from our Multitude of Wonders mountain range and did not advance any further. Create-evolved mystical sect Master Dao Xuani respectfully replied. Have the formations inside and outside the Multitude of Wonders mountain range been activated? They've all been activated. All disciples and elders are in position. With a single command from the old ancestors, the power of the Gate of Destinies will be channeled to the old ancestors, allowing the old ancestors to become like never-ending realm experts. The energy in their bodies will never be depleted, and even their might will be strengthened by a significant margin. Very good. Daoist Master Beidou said as he looked towards the horizon. We have already made all the necessary preparations. Now, all we have to do is wait for Cho Tsing Hui to make his move. If our create-evolved mysterious sect is still defeated at this stage, then we can only say that the heavens want to destroy our create-evolved mysterious sect. If I had known that Cho Tsing Hui would be so difficult to deal with, I wouldn't have offended him for the sake of a small Dong Hai. A true energy realm ancestor said regretfully. Shut up. Daoist Tian Ding fiercely glared at the true energy stage ancestor. Cho Tsing Hui is the Hunyuan Heaven Sect's Grand Elder. Even if we don't offend him, he will one day become our creation mystery sect's enemy as he grows. There's no point in regretting now. Rather than that, we should think of a way to find out Cho Tsing Hui's weakness and find a way to defeat him. The create-evolved mysterious sect's upper echelons, who had similar thoughts as the true energy stage ancestor, were stunned when they heard Daoist Tian Ding's shout. They hurriedly responded, yes. Our create-evolved mysterious sect has stood tall in the eastern wilderness for many years. What kind of storms have we not experienced? I don't believe that we will be destroyed by a mere junior today. Daoist Tian Ding's eyes flashed, and his face was covered in frost. This is it. Tsing Hui stopped on a mountain range. Grand Elder Tsing Hui, you're not leaving. Primordial Chaos Sacred Venerable found it rather strange to see Qing Su standing there. How can we destroy the creative old mysterious sect if we don't break their array formation group? We have to start here if we want to break their array formation group. Tsing Hui said indifferently. Upon hearing Tsing Hui mention the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's array formation group, Primordial Chaos Sacred Sovereign and the others felt a little more confident. Grand Elder Tsing Hui, is this the key to the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's array formation group? Can we destroy the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's array formation group by breaking this place? It can't be. If it's such an important place, why would the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect leave it outside without sending any top experts to guard it? Patriarch Chi Wu was puzzled. This place is not the key to the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's array formation group. I just randomly picked a place. As for how to destroy the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's array formation group, you will know very soon. As Tsing Hui spoke, he raised the ordinary-looking metal rod in his hand. This was the earth-shaking rod. Then, true energy poured in. Buzz buzz. The earth-shaking rod vibrated slightly, and an extremely heavy pressure emanated from it. It was as if the entire metal rod had turned into a towering mountain in an instant. As Tsing Hui poured in his true energy to a certain extent, he suddenly slammed the earth-shaking rod in his hand into the ground. Rumble. The ground under Tsing Hui's feet was like a calm lake that had a stone thrown into it. Instantly, circles of visible ripples spread out. The ripples swept out and crushed all the flowers and trees within a radius of 1,000 meters. Even the mountain rocks in this area were pushed 1,000 meters away by the force of the ripples. Some small rocks were even crushed into powder by the ripples. This is, Primordial Chaos Sacred Sovereign and the others, who had never seen such a technique before, suddenly widened their eyes. What kind of divine weapon is this? Invisible ripples spread out from the earth-shaking rod, smashing out a 1,000-meter-wide crater. The shock waves continued to seep into the ground. A series of rumbling sounds gradually spread out from the ground, spreading into the distance and startling countless birds. However, that was all. Ancestor Chi Wu looked at the mountain range that was silent for a moment. He stared at Tsing Hui as if he wanted to know what had happened. Not only him, but Primordial Chaos Sacred Sovereign and the others also looked at him with a hint of inquiry. However, Tsing Hui did not explain. Instead, he raised the earth-shaking rod in his hand again and struck down at the same spot he had attacked earlier. Rumble. Immediately, the deep pit that was originally 1,000 meters in diameter once again extended to a range of tens of meters. After which, an even deeper rumbling sound was transmitted from the mountain range in front, causing the birds and beasts in that area to become alarmed and quickly flee in all directions. Primordial Chaos Sacred Sovereign, Ancestor Chi Wu, Ancestor Nan Shan, and the others looked at each other. However, when they saw Tsing Hui continuously attacking the same spot, they vaguely felt that something was wrong. At the same time, they could not say anything. They could only wait quietly by the side and wait for the final result. Not only Primordial Chaos Sacred Sovereign, Ancestor Chi Wu, Ancestor Nan Shan, but even the higher-ups of the Creation Mystical Sect were puzzled after receiving the news from the disciples in front. What is he doing? Is he digging a hole? Could it be that he wants to dig a huge hole from 2,000 kilometers away to the core area of our Creation Mystical Sect? Even if he is digging a hole underground, once he reaches the range of our Wonder Mountain range, we can still get the support of the Gate of Creation's array group. What he is doing is meaningless. What kind of trick is Cho Tsing Hui playing? Spiritual Master Tian Ding, Spiritual Master Bei Do, Dao Xianfeng, and the others pondered hard but could not figure it out. However, after Tsing Hui's attack lasted for half an hour, Spiritual Master Tian Ding, Spiritual Master Bei Do, Spiritual Master Golden Cicada, and the others felt more and more uneasy. One by one, they suddenly raised their heads and looked at the large number of birds that rose into the sky and flew into the distance. They had a bad feeling. Damn it! What is Cho Tsing Hui doing? Should we go out and test it out? No. His current location is 1,000 kilometers away from the Myriad Wonders mountain range. Although there are several Gate of Fortune array formations nearby, their levels are not high enough to increase our strength. If we don't borrow the power of the Gate of Fortune array formations, we may not be a match for that kid even if we all attack him together. Not to mention the fact that he has Primordial Chaos Sacred Master and the other old fellows with him this time. If we go out, we'll just die. So, we should just wait here. Dao Bian felt more and more uneasy. At this time, Fan Tian seemed to have noticed something and his gaze fell on a pool in front of him. Vibration. The pool that was as smooth as a mirror vibrated from time to time, causing circles of ripples to spread out on the surface of the pool. This is, Fan Tian suddenly soared into the sky, piercing through the sky with his fastest speed, straight into the clouds. After that, he gazed towards the end of the horizon. Spiritual Master Tian Ding, Spiritual Master Bei Do, Spiritual Master Golden Cicada, Dao Xianfeng, Dao Bian, and the others noticed Fan Tian's abnormality and flew into the void to catch up with him. What's going on? Fan Tian, what did you find? Fan Tian looked at the mountain range that was shaking from time to time at the horizon and the trees that were swaying crazily with every blow from Tsing Hui. His face was pale. Earthquake. Earthquake. It's an earthquake. Earthquake. Spiritual Master Tian Ding, Spiritual Master Bei Do, Spiritual Master Golden Cicada, and the others were stunned. At first, they did not think of such a great force that came from nature. However, after a while, when they realized the meaning of the word earthquake and the mountain range that was rumbling continuously and showing signs of a major earthquake, they were all shocked. Earthquake. Earthquake. It's actually an earthquake. That Cho Tsing Hui is going to trigger an earthquake and destroy the ley lines of our Create Evolve Mysterious sect in one fell swoop. Oh my God! I can already vaguely feel the energy that is constantly accumulating underground. This energy is currently being suppressed by a special wave and is still brewing underground. Once it really erupts, the entire Myriad Wonders mountain range will definitely be turned into a desolate land. This goddamn Cho Tsing Hui, he actually dares to do this. How dare he destroy the foundation of our Create Evolve Mysterious sect? The ancestors of the Create Evolve Mysterious sect roared crazily. Tsing Hui's action was to destroy the foundation of their Create Evolve Mysterious sect. Once Tsing Hui had his way and caused an earthquake that could destroy the entire wonderful mountain range, it would be useless no matter how many Create Evolve Mysterious sects Create Evolve Mysterious sects Create Evolve Mysterious sect. Spiritual Master Tian Ding's face was ashen. Stop him. Stop him. We have to stop him. The wonderful mountain range is the foundation of our Create Evolve Mysterious sect's ancestors. We can't let it be destroyed in our hands. I knew it. This Cho Tsing Hui is definitely plotting something. He actually wants to destroy the foundation of our Create Evolve Mysterious sect and completely wipe us from the eastern wilderness. No matter what, we can't let his scheme succeed and destroy our Create Evolve Mysterious sect with a world-shaking earthquake. Everyone, the moment of life and death for our Create Evolve Mysterious sect has arrived. Next, for our Create Evolve Mysterious sect's inheritance, we can only fight to the death. Fight to the death. Fight to the death. Chapter 435. Hiss. In the Hunyuan Heavenly Sect, Jin Wu Religion, and Green Lotus Sword Sect camps, the Hunyuan Heavenly Sect, Patriarch Chi Wu, Patriarch Nan Shan, and the others couldn't help but suck in a breath of cold air. Oh my God, Grand Elder Tsing Hui wants to destroy the Create-Evolve Mystical Sect's earth veins and trigger a large-scale earthquake that will completely bury the Create-Evolve Mystical Sect's countless years of foundation. Ruthless. 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 Too ruthless. When normal sects fight each other, they'll only kill the upper echelons of the sect at most. The regular disciples and the sect's foundation will more or less remain and occupy it for themselves. However, with what the great elder of the Qing Su ruins has done, the entire wondrous mountain range within a radius of over 1,000 kilometers will be completely destroyed when the earthquake strikes. It'll never see the light of day again. No wonder the great elder of the Qing Su ruin said that if we don't take a good look at the Creation Mystical Sect today, the Creation Mystical Sect will become history. According to what I know, a full-powered attack from a transformative realm expert can at most create an area of destruction around 20 kilometers wide. Even a Golden Core expert's full-powered attack can probably only destroy an area of 30 kilometers wide. Only those powerful existences who are proficient in destruction can turn an area of over 100 kilometers into a scorched hell. But now, the great elder of the Qing ruins is directly heading towards the Profundity Mountain Range in an attempt to cause the earth veins to tremble and reduce the Profundity Mountain Range to dust in a single breath. What he's doing is simply unbelievable. The true energy and illustrious divine stage grand elders of the Hunyuan Heavenly Sect, Jin Wu Religion, and Green Lotus Sword Sect were all shocked. They were completely convinced by Tsing Hui's actions. The entire Create-Evolve Mystical Mountain Range will be destroyed in the upcoming earthquake. So what if the Create-Evolve Mystical Sect has set up a massive array of formations in the mountain range? This is taking the firewood from under the cauldron and dealing a fatal blow. Grand Elder Tsing Hui has his reasons for not placing the Create-Evolve Mystical Sect in his eyes. Without the many formations, the Create-Evolve Mystical Sect may not be a match for Grand Elder Tsing Hui. If their 10,000-year foundation is destroyed just like that, the Create-Evolve Mystical Sect will definitely not let this matter rest. I estimate that they will soon come and fight to the death. Everyone, let's get ready. They're already here. Tsing Hui, who had struck the ground with the ground-shaking rod, lifted his head and spoke slowly. As soon as he finished speaking, he sensed the Create-Evolve Mystical Sect, and Sect's aura, and Jin Wu Religion experts, and Green Lotus Sword Sect's group, was 3 times the Evolve Sect's Create-Evolve Mystical Sect S, and Green Lotus Sword Sect's, they Evolve Mystical Sect. Since that's the case, allow me to go in and start a massacre. Qing Su looked at the many experts of the Creation Mystical Sect who had rushed out from the Creation Mystical Sect. He could not be bothered to continue attacking the ground and destroy the foundations of the Creation Mystical Sect. He immediately shot into the air, and like a streak of light, he directly charged towards the 140 peak experts of the Creation Mystical Sect. Cho Tsing Hui. Seeing that Cho Tsing Hui had ignored their top experts and charged at the front, Taoist Northern Dipper, who had the highest cultivation and seniority, seemed to have been insulted. How dare you destroy my Create-Evolve Mystical Sect's foundation? I want you dead. Everyone, focus fire and attack according to the Earth Fiend Heavenly Spirit formation. Kill him in one fell swoop. Yes. Many Vision Divine Realm, True Energy Realm, and even Transcendent Realm cultivators responded at the same time after receiving the order. Then, they quickly revealed their battle bodies. In an instant, waves of powerful chi that made even Blue Netherworld Realm cultivators tremble shot into the sky. More than 140 chi streams followed a special formation and connected into one. They covered the sky and earth and rolled over. Even the Origin Essence Saint Sovereigns who were famous on the Eastern Baron ranking couldn't help but change their expressions. Not good. Quick. Let's attack quickly. We must not let Grand Elder Tsing Hui be surrounded by so many manifest divine stage experts of the Create-Evolve Mystical Sect. Be careful, Great Elder Qing Su. The attacks of Vision Saint Realm and True Origin Realm experts are completely the same. At most, they can't be compared in terms of endurance. The concentrated attack of 140 Vision Saint Realm experts is basically no different from the full-powered attack of 140 True Origin Realm experts. Even Golden Core Realm experts won't be able to block such power. The Jin Wu religion, Hunyuan Heaven sect, and Green Lotus Sword sect's people shouted at the same time and revealed the power of their battle physiques as they swiftly charged towards the Create Evolve Mystical Sects group. At the very front, Xing Hui, who was targeted by the Create Evolve Mystical Sects group, revealed a cold smile. In the next instant, his figure split into three and surrounded the Create Evolve Mystical Sects group from three different directions. This scene stunned Daoist Tian Ding, Daoist Golden Cicada, and Daoist Bei Do. However, Daoist Bei Do's reaction could not be described as slow. Seeing that Xing Hui was about to enter their attack range, he immediately made a decision. Dismantle the formation, 36 stars Heavenly Spirit formation. The three of us will each hold a formation and take care of one person each. Okay. Daoist Tian Ding and Daoist Golden Cicada responded at the same time. The originally huge fire-gathering formation split into three and each formation contained 36 prominent Saint Stage experts. After gathering their innate abilities to the limit, they simultaneously unleashed the three formations. Immediately, three energy torrents containing various types of destructive power tore through the sky with an unstoppable might and headed straight for the three Xing Hui's body. Is this all you've got? Even the power you used to ambush me in my Hunyuan Heaven sect can't compare to this. How can you do anything to me? Xing Hui's true body let out a long roar. While the Shangqing and Taiqing clones were easily destroyed, his true body had already revealed the Golden Crow divine body. A vast and terrifying pressure rolled out from his body, causing the Create Evolve Mystical Sect's prominent Saint Stage experts, who were experiencing the Golden Crow divine body's power for the first time, to be shocked. Eternal Resplendence. The Golden Crow divine body appeared and grabbed a ball of light that contained endless light. It directly collided with the energy torrents formed by the attacks of the 36 prominent Saint Stage experts led by Daoist Tian Ding. For a time, the Yuan Qi within a radius of 100 kilometers violently shook. The air was rapidly compressed at a speed visible to the naked eye before wantonly spreading in all directions, causing a circular ring of qi to appear in the air. Rumble. Amidst the violent explosion and resplendent flames, the Golden Crow divine body's majestic godlike figure brazenly charged out with suffocating flames. Torrential waves of fire swept out as it charged towards Daoist Tian Ding and the other 36 prominent Saint Stage experts closest to him. This is his true body. He's here. Everyone, be careful. Kill. Primordial Chaos Saint and the others have also arrived. Split a portion of our forces to take care of them. All sorts of exclamations and roars sounded from the Create Evolve Mystical Sect's side. In the next instant, Xing Hui, who was charging at the very front, finally began to clash with the 36 prominent Saint Stage experts led by Daoist Tian Ding. As the Golden Crow divine body's hand began to condense a ball of energy that was like a blazing sun that was about to explode, Daoist Tian Ding's pupils rapidly contracted. Eternal Resplendence. It's the Eternal Resplendence. Pay attention to your defenses. Rumble. Just as he finished speaking, the deathly impact formed by the Eternal Resplendence had already exploded in the center of the 36 prominent Saint Stage and True Element Stage experts led by Daoist Tian Ding. Even if these prominent Saint Stage and True Element Stage experts sensed danger and consciously took out their defensive artifacts to block and work together in a futile attempt to share the destructive power of the Eternal Resplendence, when the Eternal Resplendence truly exploded in their midst, that destructive energy instantly turned three prominent Saint Stage experts into ashes. Dozens of experts were sent flying by the shockwave formed by the explosion and left the range of the 36 stars Dipper array. The entire array had been completely pierced through by Xing Hui's attack. Die for me. In his fury, Daoist Tian Ding's divine art aura surged. He roared and suddenly attacked Xing Hui's imposing figure that had melted into the sea of flames. But before their attacks collided, the Golden Crow divine body had already extended a sharp claw from the dazzling flames and ruthlessly struck Daoist Tian Ding's battle body. The blazing great sun true fire sputtered wildly and incinerated a small portion of Daoist Tian Ding's battle body on the spot. Then, the Golden Crow divine body turned and directly pounced on a prominent saint stage expert of the creation transformation mysterious sect. Just as the prominent saint stage expert was about to activate the power of his battle body to meet the Golden Crow divine body, the Golden Crow divine body had already clawed down and shattered his battle body, including himself. Today is the day of your creation transformation mysterious sect's destruction. Tsing Hui waved his hand and executed the 10 suns burning sky immortal art. 7 blazing suns shone at the same time and formed a blazing great sun domain. What was particularly strange was that there was actually a mysterious and profound statue in this blazing solar domain. This statue was like a god that stood high above the 9 heavens. It stared coldly at everyone present in the creation transformation mysterious sect, causing them to tremble in fear. Damn it! It's this move again. The previous sect master of the creation transformation mysterious sect, Dao Xianfeng, cursed angrily. This is a method similar to a false domain to destroy those great suns. Once those great suns are summoned, they will transform into a strange semi-energy state. It is very difficult to destroy them. At best, its power can only be suppressed. Everyone, fight to the death. Our creation transformation mysterious sect has reached the moment of life and death. For the continuation of our creation transformation mysterious sect, fight to the death. The illustrious divine stage, true element stage, and even transformative stage experts of the creative all profound sect roared as they unleashed their strongest techniques in an attempt to block the Golden Crow divine body that was engulfed in blazing flames. Unfortunately. However, they soon discovered that everything they had done was completely useless. An attack from a vision divine expert using a battle physique could indeed cause quite a bit of damage to the Golden Crow physique. Relying on the recovery ability of the 10th level and the pseudo-great sun domain of the 10 burning heavens immortal technique, the Golden Crow physique could quickly recover from the attacks of several battle physiques. Even when he forcefully took on the concentrated fire of a 36 stars heavenly constellation formation led by the Great Northern Dipper, Qing Su's Golden Crow physique had only dimmed by half. He was still far from completely vanishing. As the battle continued, the Golden Crow divine body that had dimmed by half did not become weaker. Instead, it gradually recovered. At this moment, it actually had 80% of the Golden Crow divine body's peak state. This scene immediately made all the prominent divine experts who had not understood Qing Su's strength when they fought him for the first time fall into despair. Chapter 436. We have to destroy his battle physique. Also, don't give him any time to catch his breath after the destruction. Spiritual Master Beidou stared at Tsing Hui's Golden Crow divine body that was gradually recovering with bloodshot eyes. In just a short moment, more than 10 of the creation transformation mystical sect's 109 prominent divine stage, 33 true energy stage, and transformative stage experts had died, including 3 true energy stage experts. If he did not think of a way, Tsing Hui would kill all the experts of the creative evolved mystical sect sooner or later. How can there be such a monster in this world? How can such a monster appear in the eastern wilderness? Spiritual Master Beidou gritted his teeth. At this moment, Spiritual Master Tianding's voice suddenly rang out. Spiritual Master Beidou, your 36 stars Big Dipper formation almost destroyed his Golden Crow divine body just now. If we do it again, we'll definitely be able to completely defeat this terrifying divine grade battle body. The most important thing to do in order to attack Shui Qingshu is to be afraid that he will dodge. I happen to have a way to trap him for one breath. One breath? That's enough. As long as we can trap him for one breath, I'll definitely be able to activate the 36 stars Big Dipper formation and destroy him completely. Spiritual Master Beidou was overjoyed. Good. You can start preparing now. You only have one chance. Spiritual Master Tian Ding's voice was low and there was a hint of determination in his tone. Spiritual Master Beidou sensed the abnormality in his tone and seemed to have thought of something. His expression changed immediately. You want to use the Swanni sacred body to turn into an illusory formation to trap him? No. If that's the case, we'll focus our fire on you and kill you together. This is the only way. Otherwise, what awaits our create-evolved mysterious sect will be complete annihilation. One person will die, or the entire create-evolved mysterious sect will be destroyed. I believe you will make the right choice. Tian Ding, alright, Beidou, get ready. Don't miss this opportunity. Spiritual Master Beidou looked deeply at Spiritual Master Tian Ding and nodded heavily. Everyone in the create-evolved mystical sect will remember your contribution. Then, he shouted, everyone, get ready. Instantly, the 36 illustrious divine stage experts shouted at the same time. Divine light flowed on their battle physiques, and a terrifying attack that could destroy everything within a few thousand meters was quickly brewing. Cho Tsing-hui. Die. At this moment, Spiritual Master Tian Ding, who had made his decision, roared his sacred body to charge toward Tsing-hui fearlessly. Die. Tsing-hui shouted coldly. Dazzling great sun true fire burst out from his golden crow divine body, instantly igniting Spiritual Master Tian Ding's sacred body. With the power and dominance of the great sun true fire, if Spiritual Master Tian Ding didn't try his best to extinguish the flames, his Swanni sacred body would be burned to ashes in 2 or 3 breaths. However, this time, the Taoist Tian Ding was determined to create an opportunity to take Qing Su down with him. Not only did the ignited Swan Ni Saint physique not back away, but it even produced a painful cry. It suddenly coiled around the golden crow physique, and the scorching flames directly turned into a mist, trapping the golden crow physique. It made the golden crow physique feel like yin and yang had been reversed, and the 5 elements had become indistinguishable. It was unable to break free. For a moment, only the true flames of the grand sun from the golden crow physique incinerated the mist in an attempt to completely incinerate it so that it could see the sun again. Oh no! Primordial Chaos Sacred Master suddenly understood Spiritual Master Tian Ding's plan. His expression changed drastically, and he quickly shouted, Great Elder Tsing-hui, be careful of Spiritual Master Beidou's array fire. Unfortunately, his warning came too late. Spiritual Master Beidou and Spiritual Master Tian Ding had already discussed and cooperated well. How could they give Tsing-hui a chance to break free? Spiritual Master Tian Ding's sacrifice is not for nothing. Spiritual Master Beidou roared with grief, Cho Tsing-hui, die. Die. The 36 Vision Stage and True Element Stage experts within the 36-star astral formation roared furiously at the same time, and their voices contained boundless grief and rage. Instantly, the attacks of the 36 innate skills transformed into a vast and blazing torrent of destruction that charged directly towards the golden crow divine body that was confused by the illusory smoke transformed from the Swanni. Even though the golden crow divine body sensed the danger at the first moment and let out a loud and clear cry, it burst out with all its true energy under Tsing-hui's true energy void technique and formed a resplendent eternity to offset the attack of the torrent of destruction. It was still unable to completely offset the torrent of destruction created by the 36 illustrious divine stage and true energy realm experts. In the end, a dozen streams of light tore apart the blazing flames formed by the resplendent eternity explosion and pierced through the explosion. They smashed into the golden crow divine body with an unstoppable force. In an instant, the golden crow divine body was almost shattered into pieces and almost exploded in the air. At the same time, the golden crow divine body that was almost annihilated by the grand sun primordial fire was also completely destroyed. Die. Feeling the extremely weak golden crow divine body, Tsing-hui roared angrily. He no longer dared to use the power of the Golden Crow divine body to kill the enemy. Instead, he used a sword light to kill the pale-faced spiritual master Tian Ding, whose divine body had collapsed. Ha ha ha, your Golden Crow divine body has been destroyed by us. It's worth it. Cho Tsing Hui. I'll wait for you in hell. Spiritual master Tian Ding let out a final bitter laugh and died on the spot. Spiritual master Tian Ding. Martial uncle Tian Ding. We must avenge martial uncle Tian Ding. The people of the creative of mysterious sect roared angrily at the same time. The anger brought by the death of spiritual master Tian Ding, coupled with the hope of victory brought by the weakening of Tsing Hui's Golden Crow divine body, burned their fighting spirit to the limit. Oh no! We're in trouble. Damn it, Great Elder Tsing Hui's Golden Crow divine body was almost destroyed. Even if it's not completely destroyed, it's on the verge of being destroyed. He can't fight anymore. This time, we can only retreat temporarily. Like I said, we shouldn't be so reckless. We should take it step by step and push forward step by step. Only then can we destroy Create Evolve Mysterious Sect in one fell swoop. Attacking the root of the problem is too dangerous. Once something goes wrong, we will lose everything. Primordial Chaos Sacred Master, Ancestor Qi Wu, Ancestor Nan Shun and the others became anxious at the same time. The prominent saint stage experts of the three sects also felt uneasy when they saw Tsing Hui's divine body dim. Ha ha ha. But just as the morale of the Primordial Chaos Heavenly Sect, Green Lotus Sword Sect, and Jin Wu Religion side plummeted and the morale of the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect side soared, Tsing Hui suddenly burst out laughing. This isn't the first time you've gone against me. Don't you understand that the Golden Crow divine body is only one of my divine bodies? So what if you risked your life to destroy my Golden Crow divine body? Next, let's see if you can still risk your lives to break my second Illumination Dragon divine body. Qing Su roared out, and the Torch Dragon God's body appeared soon afterwards. Seeing the Aurora Dragon divine physique that was only slightly inferior to the Golden Crow divine physique, the creation mystical sex experts, who were originally full of fighting spirit and thought that they could see the dawn of victory, were stunned on the spot, and unstoppable despair emerged in their eyes. The Golden Crow divine body had already sacrificed more than a dozen prominent saint stage and true origin stage experts, including Taoist Tian Ding. Now, Tsing Hui had summoned his Torch Dragon divine body again. What made them even more desperate was that the many prominent saint stage experts present had limited true chi. The previous 3 rounds of attacks had already exhausted most of their true chi. Unless they could completely destroy Tsing Hui's Torch Dragon divine body in the next round of attacks. What awaited them was their true chi being exhausted and they would no longer be able to manifest their battle physique. Once it reached that point, the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect would have no hope of winning. Our Create Evolve Mysterious Sect has experienced countless storms in the past tens of thousands of years. How can we be defeated by a junior? Dao Bian, you're in charge of the formation. Prepare to fire. Taoist Master 7-Star roared and the soaring snake divine body appeared behind him. He then pounced on Tsing Hui, intending to trap Tsing Hui again with the snake entanglement. At the same time, the prominent Saint Stage and True Origin Stage experts in the 36 Stars Big Dipper formation, under the command of Dao Bian, a Transcendent Stage expert, once again summoned their innate skills. They were waiting for Taoist Master 7-Star to entangle Tsing Hui with all his strength so that they could kill his Torch Dragon divine body in one fell swoop. Do you think you can still use the same method to deal with me? Tsing Hui's figure flew as if he wanted to avoid Taoist Master 7-Star's attack, but the soaring snake divine body behind Taoist Master 7-Star flapped its wings. For a moment, the space around Tsing Hui seemed to have become like a swamp, stagnating. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Taoist Master 7-Star's soaring snake battle body immediately entangled Tsing Hui and tied up all his battle bodies in an instant. You're courting death. Tsing Hui roared. The sharp claws of the torch dragon divine body tore down and tore a huge wound on the soaring snake divine body in an instant. However, Taoist Master 7 Star was not afraid. Instead, he smiled bitterly and said, although you have a second divine body, in terms of lethality and destruction, the torch dragon divine body is far inferior to the golden crow divine body. Therefore, even if I entangle you with the soaring snake divine body, you can't do anything to me in a short time. At best, my end will be the same as yours. My divine body will be destroyed, and there won't even be any danger to my life. Then, he roared, Dao Bian, what are you waiting for? Fire! Fire! After receiving Taoist Master 7 Star's order, Dao Bian roared. 34 prominent divine stage and true energy realm experts, including him, the transformative stage expert, attacked at the same time. In an instant, a vast and terrifying torrent was formed again and was about to blast Xing Hui's torch dragon divine body into ashes. You know that my torch dragon divine body is not as destructive as the golden crow divine body in terms of lethality and destruction. Then, you should also know that my torch dragon divine body has mysterious and strange means, which are far superior to the golden crow divine body. Therefore, do you really think that you can deal with me like you dealt with the golden crow divine body just because I let you entangle my body? Seeing that Dao Bian and the other prominent divine realm and true energy realm experts were about to launch their attacks, the torch dragon godly body suddenly released a deep universe that seemed to contain endless mysteries, as if it was going to swallow their consciousness and thoughts completely. Kill. At the same time, Dao Bian's order was finally given. A vast and mighty torrent of destruction was formed and came crashing down, light sense deprivation. Reversal of yin and yang. Chapter 437. The deprivation of light sense would not only deprive a cultivator of their vision, but would also severely interfere with their other senses. The reason why a cultivator would have the concept of up, down, left, right, north, south, east, and west was mainly because of the existence of a reference object, and the reference object came from their vision. When the sense of light was deprived, the cultivator would lose the reference object and would also lose the ability to distinguish directions, causing their understanding of space to plummet. In addition, Xing Hui had used the reversal of yin and yang to confuse their sense of aura. As a result, when Dao Bian really made the 34 prominent sage experts behind him use their innate skills to attack, he awkwardly realized that he had lost his target. However, everyone had already used their innate skills and had no choice but to release the arrow. Helpless, Dao Bian could only use the impression he had before his sense of light was deprived to lead everyone to attack Xing Hui's previous position. The direct result of such an attack was, missed. Nothing happened. This result was probably not only embarrassing for Dao Bian, who was in charge of the array formation attack, but also for the bystanders. It had to be known that this was the last attack left in the prominent sage experts' bodies. After this attack, the qi in their bodies was no longer enough to support them to use any innate skills. Some of the weaker cultivators were even unable to maintain the manifestation of their battle physique. This was equivalent to Dao Bian's attack that the entire creation mysterious sect had placed high hopes on completely missing, completely extinguishing the creation mysterious sect's hope of victory. No. Seeing the terrifying streams of light whizzing past him, Taoist Master Northern Dipper, who was desperately entangled with Xing Hui, let out an unbearable roar. However, Xing Hui did not intend to let him escape alive so easily. As he tore through the void and grabbed Taoist Master Northern Dipper's soaring serpent's body, his huge saint physique was torn into two by Xing Hui's torch dragon physique, dissipating an endless amount of heaven and earth yuan qi. Ah! Taoist Master Northern Dipper let out a shrill scream. He suddenly withdrew the remaining power of the soaring serpent's sacred physique into his body and was about to retreat. Can you leave? Backlight. Boom! Taoist Master Northern Dipper, who was about to escape into the creation mystical sect's camp with great difficulty, felt an indescribable sense of impending doom in his heart. However, before he could truly see where the attack came from, an annihilating force had already completely torn him apart, causing him to explode into a cloud of blood mist. Taoist Master Northern Dipper was dead. So far, 2 of the Create Evolve Mysterious Sect's top 10 cultivators had died. The only one left was the Golden Cicada Spiritual Master, who was ranked last. Furthermore, Taoist Master Northern Dipper, Taoist Master Northern Dipper, Taoist Master Northern Dipper, and even Transcendent Realm experts led by Primordial of Origin. Kill. After killing Taoist Master Northern Dipper, Tsing Hui controlled the Torch Dragon physique and directly charged into the Creation Mysterious Sect's crowd. Although the Torch Dragon physique was inferior to the Golden Crow physique in terms of destructive power and lethality, as one of the most powerful divine-grade battle physiques, the Torch Dragon physique had strange means that the Golden Crow physique could not compare to. With the use of light sensory deprivation, more than 30 Visionary Dipper and True Energy Realm experts, led by Dao Bian, became headless chickens. They could not tell the direction at all. Although they had previously learned from Taoist Master Yun Kuei that light sensory deprivation was related to one's spiritual strength, how many of them could break free from Tsing Hui's spiritual strength that had reached level 90? The moment they lost their sense of direction and vision, Tsing Hui directly drove the Torch Dragon physique into the center of the Creation Mysterious Sect's experts. With a rip of his hand, a Visionary Dipper expert died on the spot. With a swing of his dragon tail, another Visionary Dipper expert was smashed into a bloody mist. In the eyes of ordinary people, Visionary Dipper experts were already at the peak of the Visionary Dipper stage, but at this moment, they were like weak babies that were easily killed by him. This ferocious scene made everyone from the Creation Mysterious Sect, Hunyuan Heavenly Sect, Jin Wu Religion, and Green Lotus Sword Sect feel an unstoppable chill in their hearts. This is too terrifying. Oh my God! Is this the true strength of Grand Elder Tsing Hui? Fortunately, our Green Lotus Sword Sect did not choose to fight Grand Elder Tsing Hui to the end and immediately gave in when we sensed that something was wrong. Otherwise, the consequences would be unimaginable. This is simply the rhythm of one person destroying the entire Creation Mysterious Sect. The people from the Jin Wu Religion, Green Lotus Sword Sect, and Hunyuan Heavenly Sect trembled with fear, and even their movements seemed to have slowed down a little. But because the people from the Creation Mysterious Sect were also so frightened that they were exuding cold air, their distraction on the battlefield did not bring about any calamity for themselves. Both sides faintly showed signs of stopping temporarily. Stop him! Stop him! Quickly stop him! Dao Xianfeng roared as he organized the Visionary Dipper stage and True Element stage experts in a futile attempt to stop Tsing Hui's massacre. But even more cultivators felt deep despair at the powerful strength that Tsing Hui had displayed. We can't stop him. We can't stop him. In just a short while, our Creation Mysterious Sect has already lost 33 Visionary Dipper stage experts and 7 True Element stage experts. If this continues, all of us will be killed by him. It's over, the heavens want to destroy our Creation Mysterious Sect. Our Creation Mysterious Sect has been destroyed countless times. Are we going to face such an outcome today? As more and more Create Evolve Mysterious Sect cultivators grew fearful, their fighting spirit grew weaker and weaker. Coupled with the fact that none of them had the ability to organize a decent attack, the entire Create Evolve Mysterious Sect was on the verge of collapse. At this moment, Tsing Hui, who had been chasing for a while, suddenly stopped. The Aurora Dragon Divine Body gradually dissipated and returned to his body. This scene stunned the Creation Mysterious Sect cultivators who were on the verge of collapse. He can't go on. His true chi is no longer enough for him to continue fighting. For a moment, such a hopeful thought emerged in everyone's minds. But very quickly, hope and despair completed a subversive transformation. Creation Mysterious Sect, it's time for you to repent for your actions. After Tsing Hui finished speaking, the Golden Crow Divine Body suddenly appeared behind him. Endless heat and light accompanied the golden crow spread its wings, and the intense light almost made everyone unable to open their eyes. Golden Crow Divine Body. As Tsing Hui used the power of the Aurora Dragon Divine Body to fight and the Golden Crow Divine Body was nourished in his body, the Golden Crow Divine Body had completely recovered. Although the Aurora Dragon Divine Body's attacking methods were strange and impossible to guard against, it was ultimately incomparable to the Golden Crow Divine Body in terms of lethality. The Golden Crow Divine Body was truly blazing, violent, overbearing, and full of crushing power. How could this be? Golden Crow Divine Body, Golden Crow Divine Body, this is the Golden Crow Divine Body. His Golden Crow Divine Body has actually recovered. Rank 10 Recovery Characteristic, this is the recovery power of the Rank 10 recovery characteristic. Unless we can completely kill him, he's simply an unkillable monster. After Tsing Hui withdrew the Aurora Dragon Divine Body, the Creation Mysterious Sect cultivators who had a glimmer of hope completely lost all hope when they saw the Golden Crow Divine Body that had recovered to its original state. Run! Run! Otherwise, I'll definitely die here today. It wasn't easy for me to cultivate to the prominent divine stage and there are still many things that I haven't enjoyed yet. How can I die like this? I'm the hope of our entire family. Our family's honor and disgrace are all entrusted to me. If I die, our entire family will definitely fall. Therefore, even if it's not for myself, I can't die for the sake of our family's inheritance. We can't beat him. This is simply an undefeatable opponent. Unless a Golden Core Realm expert explodes with the power of his Golden Core and kills the target in one blow, no one can kill a monster whose recovery characteristic has reached the rank 10. This monster is simply an undying and indestructible machine. Even if he continues to exhaust us, he can still exhaust all of us to death. Despair spread among the crowd and the direct effect was that the Creation Mysterious Sect cultivators had completely lost the courage to continue fighting. One by one, they frantically fled in all directions. In an instant, at least 30 prominent divine stage and even true element realm experts left the battle circle and fled for their lives. You dare to abandon our Creation Mysterious Sect. When our Create Evolve Profound Sect was at its peak, all of you tried to curry favor with us and join us. Now that our Create Evolve Profound Sect is facing a life and death crisis, all of you actually ran away. A bunch of ungrateful people. Dao Xianfeng looked at the cultivators who fled in all directions and was unable to restrain his anger. You'd better think about yourself. Before Dao Xianfeng could continue to blame the cultivators who fled in all directions, Tsing Hui's figure had already appeared in front of Dao Xianfeng. The Golden Crow Divine Body carried the mighty blazing Great Sun primordial fire and crashed down. In an instant, Dao Xianfeng's battle body was in his hands and then, he squeezed hard. Rumble. Dao Xianfeng's spiritual grade battle body was directly crushed by the Golden Crow Divine Body in a violent explosion and exploded into a torrent of primordial qi. Pfft. The battle body shattered and Dao Xianfeng spat out a mouthful of blood. His face was filled with despair. No. Without the protection of the battle body, the Golden Crow Divine Body did not even need to deliberately attack him. The huge body mixed with blazing flames swam past him. The white gold flames sputtered from the Golden Crow Divine Body had already ignited and burned him to ashes. He died on the spot. Is today really going to be the day of our Creation Mysterious Sect's annihilation? Fan Tian looked at his old friends and pillars who had fallen one by one. His whole body trembled slightly. We can't win. Let's retreat. We can only retreat temporarily. Retreat back to the Creation Mysterious Sect. It will take at least half a day for him to trigger this earthquake. In this half a day, we will think of ways to ask for help from the Heavenly Tao and let an Almighty from the Heavenly Tao send down a main battle avatar. Only then can our Creation Mysterious Sect survive today's disaster. It's useless, it's useless. The heavenly Tao is currently plotting a big plan and will definitely not care about our life and death. We will use Tao carrying items to ask them to help. Over the years, each of us has secretly hidden a lot of Tao carriers. If we contribute these Tao carriers, there will be more than 100 of them. Tao carriers with more than 100 Tao carriers will definitely be able to persuade those almighties to send down their main battle avatars to save our creation mystical sect. Tao carrying items. Fan Tian was slightly stunned. In the next moment, he gritted his teeth and said, "All right. We will use Tao carrying items to ask those almighties to help. With 100 Tao carrying items, we will ask for an endless realm main battle avatar. This is the only chance for our creation mysterious sect to survive." You're tuning into the Han Li's Wuxia Adventures YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.